Is that why you're here?
Lucky bastard.
You being sarcastic or something, my son?
Fool, you should never mix your drinks. What are you retarded?
We'll have to take this abuse much longer.
You're a fool! You're a fool! You're a fool!
Oh, that's what we call diarrhea.
You think this is a fucking joke? This ain't Kenny camera. There's no hidden cameras.
Oh shit, I've said fuck. Oh fuck, I've said shit.
Don't be an arse. Get a weapon collector, Ross.
I could knock him out in the shed.
Are you kidding me? That is crazy. Stop it, please. For God's sake, please stop it. There's no more time.
Is that why you're here?
Right, everyone. Weapon Collector here. Yeah, Friday night. This one goes out to Mother. I don't think I've even got it. I still haven't uploaded it. I need to get the shit the bed one. Let me see if I have got it. I don't think I have though. How you doing, Mother? Anyway, you right, mate? Just looking for this video. Why did I never put that one on? Ah, well, anyway, here you go, Mother. This one goes out to us.
That's the funnest place to be.
I am on StreamYard, my queen. Look, I've got a banner going across the top and a fucking QR code. So, hello, Cookie. Hello, Rich. Hello, my queen. You're right, yes, hope you're all good. Cookie said hello, Rich said hello, Metallic said I may not have finished in time for the pre-stream chat, but I too have shit the bed. Yes, you have, my queen. Any news about the man Kung? It's on the way. I've bought it and it's on the way. Yeah. Other than that, I can't say much more than that. I think it looks quite good. I have got the bolts for it, which I can show you in a minute. Hello, Real Digital. And he said, oh no, not this format again. Oxstorm, he said, look at those weapons. Yeah, look at them. Look at them all. Anakin said, I like the swords. Thank you. I'll show you the bolts to the Man Kung Sobek. Right, Nick. So, that fucking Sobek crossbow, you can get it on Merlin Archery. I'd recommend go and get it now. 60 quid. Go and get it. It's a proper, decent magazine crossbow that usually costs about 200 quid. I don't know if they'll raise the price later, but you're never going to get them for that price if they don't stay like that. I reckon even 150 quid that'd still be cheap. It does have proprietary bolts, but then every single one of them does. But I've had a little look at them. So I got some spare bolts. The spare bolts turned up before the crossbows. So there's the bolts for the Sobek. Here's a little interesting thing about the name Sobek. I wondered to myself, I wonder what Sobek means. So I thought, oh, fuck it, I'm going to look it up. So the original crossbow, this magazine crossbow is based on, is called the Alligator. The Sobek is the king of the alligators. Which I thought that was quite cool. So these are the bolts for the Sobek. They have a little groove there. That's to keep the bolts sitting flat. So at least they've made sure that they've tried to make sure that the bolts are sitting flat. Can you see that? Well, that's a bit of a shame that they've got proprietary bolts. They're still cheap though. They're as cheap. A packet of them are about, 6 quid for 10. If you look at these bolts and the Sobek bolts, they're exactly the same apart from the back bit. All you'd have to do is cut a little bit out of there and file a little groove in each side and then they'll fit. So yeah. So that doesn't bother me. That means that you can pretty easily fit them other bolts. And these are the good bolts. These are the bolts that last for ages. So, yeah. Right, I'm just going to try and catch up with the comments. How you doing, Pergio? How you doing, Leonardo? Or Leonardo, sorry. Da Boy, Taxi Boy, the Badlander, Trade, how you doing? Cookie said, I can't get any more crossbows. I'm going to archery club tomorrow. I'll be needing the gear up for that soon. Get it, mate, get it. Your mother said, don't tell me the magazine needs to be modified to fit normal bolts. Well, yes, but I don't reckon that would matter. I don't reckon it would matter. The bolts are cheap as fuck. I'm not going to for 100 quid or 60 quid. I don't think I would complain that it has proprietary bolts. They're some of the best bolts you can get with just a different flight on it. I wouldn't complain personally. Not for that kind of money. It's different when you're paying 250 quid, which is the next cheapest magazine crossbow you can get anywhere. You literally can't get them any cheaper than 250 quid. A proper magazine, one that will shoot decent bolts. You know, the XR just isn't worth it. You have to shoot plastic bolts out of it. So what's the point, really? And they bounce about, and you can't use broadheads. Yeah, for 60 to 100 quid, I wouldn't complain at all in the slightest about the Sobek. Not me personally. I think it's a really good option. And you can, as I said, just buy, if you can't get the Sobek bolts, just buy these ones, cut a bit of the flight, and put a little groove in. Done. Real Digital said, I have a Mankang alligator, £80. I modified it the other day so it can quick dismantle. Well, that's a good idea. Yeah, so the Sobek is an upgraded magazine version of the alligator. Real Digital. Metallic saying hi to all the neighbours. Yeah, hello everyone who's just joined. Don't forget to like the stream. I've put a little thing up the top there for the people who have been supporters recently. And this QR code is to go straight to the donation thing if anyone wants to. I've got 2 crossbows on the way. So I bought the Mankang. You're going to have to excuse if the quality goes up and down. There's a lot of people in my house using the internet tonight. It's a bit of a nightmare, like loads. Everyone's in.
Bit of a fuck up.
Yes.
Bit of a fuck up, really, isn't it?
Certainly is. There was 31 people watching then. Don't forget to like the stream. Cookie said it's a field archery club and it's all animal targets. Nice. Yes, there's a giveaway going on at the minute as well. Peach, how you doing, mate? Mark, how you doing? He said the rubber floats on the Revo 7 are a bit weak. Mark, thank you, man. I really do appreciate that. Yeah, so I've got the... Thanks to Mark, I have bought... It hasn't arrived yet, but it's been ordered and confirmed. I have bought a Barnet Demon Tri-Strike. The upgrade £80 limb for it, because I want it to be full power. Yeah, I don't want a £50 crossbow. But you can buy those limbs. So I got the upgrade limb as well. And I bought a couple of other little things because there was a bit left over. So I bought a string for my red back and I bought some Vlad bolts. So everything's sorted. The only thing I couldn't get because I was out of stock was spare demon bolts. But, you know, I can get them later. I think you get 5 with it. So thank you, Mark. I really do appreciate that. I can't fucking wait. Richard said, I'd just put the £90 Vlad limb on a Barnet. The thing is, Rich, I need to get it first to see whether it would fit. But I'll just, fuck it, I'll just get that. While I've got the extra money, I'll just, you know what I mean? Cookie, I still haven't received my Tri-Strike yet. Where did you get yours from, Cookie? Saint said, new phone, who dis? 5th time I've said this. Hello, Saint. Sorry, I haven't been seeing your comments. Metallic said, as we have some newbies, should we say where we are from and see how far this stream is flowing across the world? Yes, let us know where you all are from. Hello, Douglas. How you doing, mate? Nice to see you back. Yeah, let us know where you're from. Cookie said, good old prepper shop, a 3-month delivery service. That's where I bought mine from. Have you messaged them to see what's going on? Well, I may be in for a long wait then. Fuck's sake. Border Wanderers from Scotland. Saints from Earth. Marcus is from Manchester. Peter's from England. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. So I've been to the doctors about my hands. So she said, she had quite a talk with me because she asked me what I did for a living, and I told her about leather work, and She was quite excited about that because she watches a bloke do level work on YouTube. I didn't tell her my channel there. And then she said, "Oh, what do you make saddles?" I said, "No, I make knife sheaths and sword sheaths." She said, "Oh, my son might like that. He's into swords at the minute." I thought, don't tell her what the channel is. Don't tell her. She'll be asking me to turn my pockets out next time I go down the doctor's, what my EDC is or something. So anyway, she said it's most likely the three things it could be was what afford it. They still don't know. Could be arthritis because we do have arthritis running in my family. Like my granddad had like curled up, mangled fingers from arthritis. My dad started getting it about this age. So it could be arthritis. It could also be carpal tunnel because when I move my wrist, you can actually hear like grinding and like crunching. And she said my fingers do it as well. I can feel it in my wrist. You can actually hear it click, click. Could be carpal tunnel. Could be arthritis. Could be both. It could also be damaged tendons from working too hard. And what you get is like a lump on the tendon, like a what she called it. Can't remember, but it's like a lump on your tendon anyway, and that's why sometimes it sticks. And then as that lump goes over it, like you know what I mean. But the sad thing is, I don't think my hands are actually ever going to get better now, though. This is it, which has worried me a bit, because if they're going to keep getting worse, yeah, it could be abscess, could be tumor type, but it's this. Yeah, maybe it was tumor. She said, I can't remember, but it's a lump on the tendons. She said it's probably just going to get worse as you go now, so that's put me off making things because I don't want to have fucking crippled fucking hands by the time I'm 50 or 55. I don't want. My granddad's hands were so fucked he couldn't do anything. I don't want that, so I'm tempted. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm going to have a blood test just in case, and a X-ray. We'll see what happens. Saint said the GP would have searched up your channel and be Jordan. I know. My brain just gets. Don't tell her. Don't tell her. Don't tell her. Don't fucking tell her. Do not tell her. But said, did you laugh when she said working too hard? You did. I thought. No, I even lied about how much I did. She said, how much do you work a day then when you're in the shed? I said, oh, it's about 6 hours. I sometimes do 12 hours straight. Not a ganglion. I'll tell you how I know what it might have been. Whatever it was, she then said, maybe she said it's like a cyst. And I can't remember what she said. But then she clarified it by saying something that was like something you'd never want. And saying, it's not that though. Do you know what I mean? But I can't remember what it was. Persian, as a creative person, I couldn't think of anything worse than losing the use of my hands. Hopefully, it's nothing too serious. That's how I feel, Persia. It's gutting. It's gutting. Because the thing is, I've got to toss up now whether to just work through it to make stuff, but risk it getting fucking worse. I don't know. I don't know what to think. Hello, Natalie. Hello, Shotter. Hello, Ronaldo. Hello, Sigma. How are you? Don't forget to like the stream. But yeah, it's a bit gutting. Not a ganglion cyst either. It might have been benign. She might have said it's a tumor and then said, but not a benign tumor or something like that. It might be something like that, but it wasn't nothing to worry about. It's just you get lumps on your tendons from using them too much. Shotter. I hate whenever someone says, "Can you give me a shout out?" Now I've got to keep reading your name in my head to make sure I'm not saying something dodgy. Shotter paper. There you go. Don't make me paranoid. Mark said, "Don't listen to them doctors. Get fasting and eating with natural." Well, I need to lose weight anyway. That's the thing I need to do anyway, Mark. You know what I mean? Which I will get on eventually. Skater guy said, "I'm back in the asylum." You certainly are, mate. You certainly are. Mother said, "Maybe that's because you used to smoke trees." Yeah, maybe. I've smoked a lot of different things. Anyway, I got some new crossbows coming. What would you lot like to talk about? What have you lot been up to? She asked how much I drink. I made the mistake of saying, well, on the weekend. I said, I drink about once a week on the weekend. I think she thought I meant Friday and Saturday. Because when I said the amount, she was fucking shocked. And she went, that's 48 units. That's way too much. I probably do drink about 48 units sometimes, but I meant one night, not two. Because she added them together and did two. She probably won't far off either, though. Saint said, have you had the flu recently? I have it, and it's fucking awful. No, luckily I haven't had any illnesses for a while. You know, not like colds and shit. Saturday the 14th, how you doing? Said, what's the best legal self-defense item in the UK? My go-to is a flashlight and a tactical pen. Well, that's a fucking great fucking thing to ask. Let me just show you something, right? I've prepped just for this. All right, hang on. All right, when I can find it. So, oh no, I didn't do it, dickhead. I didn't do it. I had a QR code that goes straight to my self-defense video. So, who was asking that? Whoever was asking about the self-defense thing was go to my channel, and I've literally just done a video about it's women's self-defense items, but there's loads of like blokes can carry pretty much every single thing on there. Yeah. Pete said, like the stream. Yeah, thank you, mate. But I said, if only we had the pass me the pineapple. I don't think I got that on here. I ain't even got the shit the bed one. Mother said, use CCC. Yeah, crinkle cut cock self-defense. Mark said, I get drunk on 1 pint. The problem is I can't remember which one. I get pretty much drunk on the first pint, but then I can add another sort of 12 to that. Pete said, I carry a torch to see it at night. Yeah, a torch. Well, so when I go out, I'll normally have a torch on me. Quite often, if it's a kind of place I can, a legal carry knife, a tactical pen, or that's just a metal pen. Sometimes a coin pouch. Yeah. Best self-defense weapon ever is your brain. Yes. Douglas said, always worth knowing some basic fighting skills if there's nothing to hand. Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah, but I suppose some people just haven't. You know what I mean? President said that, but there are many items you could use to defend your life in an emergency. Never say anything you own is for self-defense, as it then becomes a weapon and you're carrying it for nefarious reasons. Exactly. What was your other comment, Pojo? He said, there's no such thing as a legal self-defense tool. No. That's the thing. You can't say it's a weapon, but there are items that you can use to defend yourself. Yeah. Flaming crossbow if you want to light up the path in front of you. That's actually my resin ink should be here Sunday and my isopropyl alcohol tomorrow. Nice. Oh, I bought a little camera. But I'm going to go, it was only like 20 quid, I think. When me and Barney go on our ghost hunt down to the local cemetery, I'm going to film it, and then that'll be part of the Halloween video. So if people want to join in the Halloween video, don't forget, I still need clips and that. Richard Mike, once the Barnet tries, the Barnet Demon, fucking hell, it's not the Barnet Trident. Barnet Demon Tri-Strike arrives. Are you doing the usual test with the standard prod and do some tests with the £80? Yes, I will. Yeah, definitely, mate. Yeah, I'll do it all with one, and I may even do like a comparison in the same video, £50 versus £80, and then I'll do maybe like the Demon versus whatever. You know what I mean? Mark said the best self-defense first is running away. Exactly. But yeah, if I didn't say, Mark, thank you for donating so I could get that Demon Tri-Strike. I can't wait to get that. Thanks, and I have a small tactical light that fits in my hand. I do want to get a modified mag light though and reinforce it for extra reliability. Just need to stop being lazy. I definitely want to put a lanyard on it. Skater guy said, Mark, that's not in my Glaswegian nature, unfortunately. Hades said, where'd you get these weapons? Some were bought online, some were bought from catalogues. Don't see catalogues very often now, do you? Some I made. That knife I made. That sword I made. That knife I made. Mother said, if you say your crinkle cock is for self-defense, you'd get arrested. Probably. But yeah, don't forget to like the stream, everyone. So yeah, as far as my hands go, I don't know. It's been quite an awkward day today. Even it gets to the stage where I think I'm constant. Fucking, what's the word? That's why did that go straight out of my head as soon as I went to say it? Compensating when I use my hands, and it makes all my forearms hurt as well. Catalog Stone Age man, definitely saying it, definitely. Skater guy says, spoken like somebody who's never been stabbed. Yeah, that way. Nothing wrong with running. You know, I'd rather be alive than dead. Mark said, you're more than welcome. Yeah, I can't wait. Who was it? Was it Cookie? Cookie, how come you didn't add your one yet? Have they messaged to say why? If they fuck me about, I might get a refund and go somewhere else, because I'm not waiting fucking 3 months. Skater guy said, doesn't everyone get stabbed? So anyway, what you lot been up to? I can't remember what else I've done today. So I went down to the doctor's, came back, went to sleep. It was my mum's birthday yesterday. He said they are a dog shit company. I've never had any issues with them. That's weird. These though came from Merlin Archery. Mother said, how's your Leatherman, mate? I use mine every day. I used mine the other day. I can't remember what it was for. I had to fix this. This mouse. 70BB3 said, one of the guns is not hanging right. Which one? Which one is not hanging right? Seraphim said, happy birthday to you, Mum, for yes, mate. Thank you. I appreciate that. But I will tell her you said happy birthday. I do appreciate that. 68. Yeah. Oh, I found my the Substance DVD. It was in a drawer of DVDs that I forgot existed. 34 people watching, or there was. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. And if you too would like to donate to the channel so I can get some more crossbow bolts or stuff like that, or just stuff to do tests. Mother, shut up, you dick. He said, thank you, sir. Forgot what I was saying now. If you'd like to donate, here's a little video showing you how. And if you just scan that QR code, it'll take you straight to the donation thing, or it's in the description or the chat. Here's a little 30-second video showing you how to do it. When I find the right mouse. Back in 30 seconds. I said it was my mother's birthday, not your mother. Hello, Jim, and hello, CTB Dave. What was I looking at? I did send age verification, yeah, but they also had it. Have you not done that then, Cookie? Have you not sent them the verification? I have sent them the verification and had a message back about it. Yeah. Saint said, I have an old fiberglass recurve bow that I could restring. You think it's worth messing around with one or getting a proper wood one? I don't feel like having glass in my eye. Richard will be able to help you with that, but all I'd suggest is putting the string on and ever so lightly drawing it, not fully draw it, just keep a little bit more, see if it's cracking or anything. And if it doesn't have any issues, but there might be things to like warm them up. Chris G, how you doing, mate? Mark said, I'm off to Malaga tomorrow morning. I have to get up at 3:40. Fucking hell, mate. I hope you have a nice time. Have a lovely time, mate. Cookie said, I did it straight away and acknowledged it. That's weird, isn't it? If they take too long, I'll have to get my money back because I'm not waiting fucking 3 months for it. Seraphim said, are you on tomorrow evening? I am, mate. Yes. Yeah, I'll be on tomorrow. I might do a widescreen one and I might have a drink tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. I may start drinking every 2 weeks again. Persia said, channel rules are simple. No politics, no religion, no food talk after 10, and please don't be a dick. Yes. Yes. Someone said Hitachi, and Luca Blunt said hi. How you doing? Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Come and have a chat with me. Talk about whatever you like, within reason. We don't do politics. Hello, Kirsty. How you doing? So, yeah. I got sent some beads to do a review of. I meant to get a knife out to put them on. Hang on. Bollocks, I forgot. And all of these fucking holes are too small on these. So, you know, like lanyard beads. Fuck's sake, have I got a knife out to do this? The two knives I've got out, you can't fit the fucking paracord ends through because they've been burnt. Because it's funny. It's funny, I used pay in free and it's paid off for us. How bizarre, mate. How bizarre. Real Digital said, have you had many videos sent in following? None yet. None. I've had one story sent in, but that's it. This is the thing. Over the years, due to YouTube never sending out videos properly, it gets harder and harder and harder and harder to fucking get people to join in. I have emailed people because I used to just do a video and people would join in through the video. The video literally does nothing now. I had one sent in. Yeah, Persio's going to do one. I might get 3 or 4. If all the people who say they're going to join in, I might get 5 or 6. If not, what I'll do, I'm going to do my walk down the cemetery anyway, and then they'll just be interspersed in that. That'll still be good. So there's a joke somewhere there with Mike Speeds. Ah, yes. Rita said, get a dry cotton pad and wipe the back of the bow. If you see bits of cotton pad caught up in the fiberglass, it's lifting. Burgess said, I'm open to get mine done tomorrow. I might send Jim M a text and ask if he wants to join in. But yeah, as I say, so far I've had one story, one written down story sent in, and that's it. That's it. So yeah, we'll see. But it goes like that sometimes. I'll say if not, it'll be the ones who get sent in. A short book reading from Zed. If it's short. Well, I don't understand like a dick there, but if they're too long, I noticed it. Just I don't know. What was I saying anyway? I don't know. We'll have a fucking thingy. I have done though loads and loads and loads of content for the Spyroverse evening the next night, and Persia, I've made our shit adventures false and hoof clip. Do you want to see it or do you want to wait? This is one of the beads I've been sent. These are for sale. They're brass. I think they're brass. Mark said I nearly. Oh, God. Mark said I nearly lost off my thumb taking the string off the Jaguar. Yeah, fucking hell. Yeah, that's easy to do. That's an easy to hurt yourself sort of thing. Yeah. So there's those. They're quite nice. MP, how you doing, mate? Seraphim said, Jesus Christ, walking into a hotel and a hand sink of 3 nails. And ask, can you put me up for the night? What did Metallic say? I'll go back to that in a minute. Luca, how you doing? Mark, how you doing? Anyone else who's joined? Hello. Sorry, I was talking about something. Metallic said I had to add a $5 to it. Fucking hell, that's too much writing there. Went into town with my favourite cheese, took him to Cash Converters. He'd never been in there before. He was well excited to find a game he would chop his right hand off for. When I said I had intended to give him all the change collected in the money box, and giving him paper money when he counted it to either spend at the arcade, buy lunch, and he almost lost his shit. I had to add a $5 to it, but it was buzzing all day. Went to CEX2 to find another game that he planned to spend Christmas money on. Nice. That's good, isn't it? That's great. Pete said, want to try an AK, only ever used an AR. Nice. Surfing said, no, read that. What was the games he bought? Hello, Corbis. Seraphim said, that's right, Metallic, one of my favourite films. Lucas said, what's your favourite gun? That I've up there, or if I could have one. I always quite like the Desert Eagle. A Spaz 12. I like a Spaz 12. Who doesn't like a Spaz 12? Sigma said, Heisenberg, is that you? It is me. I've just got a little bit younger and put a little bit more weight on. But yeah, and I've turned English. But yeah, Sigma, it is me. It is me. I'm the one who knocks. Fuck's sake. That made me laugh. But I don't do reshoots and I don't rehearse. I'm a professional. Same here. It's done, Persia. That's it. That's all we needed. I did the whole lot in one take. Persia did all his audios in one take because we're fucking pros. I go by the school of Marlon Brando. Basically, you do everything in one take, and you also just have the fucking script written down in front of you. And fuck them. If that's not good enough, they can go fuck themselves. I will do an actual review on these little demo events. But yeah, they're quite nice. Look up brass beads, as in BRASSBEADZ. Jonathan said, did you have a hang last week? Hangover or hangout? Both. I had an extreme hangover last weekend. Yeah, I was hungover for at least 2 or 3 days. I think I was still hungover Tuesday. But I just pretend to be the person that the scene requires. Exactly. Do you want to see it first or do you want to wait? I could send you it later if you want. It is what it is. It's what I was hoping. It's exactly what you imagine it is. Douglas said, let's all name songs and bands related to weapons. I'll start. Guns N' Roses. Oh, fucking hell, that's quite hard. Don't know. The Smiths, because they make guns. Gunsmith. Nah, I don't know. Metallic said, I think the Cash Converters one was Pokemon Diamond or something. CX one was Pokemon. I knew they would be Pokemon. I just thought I'd ask. That's nice that he's found that you can, get things like that from them kind of places. Spacey, how you doing, mate? You right? Carrie Lee or Gemma Macy? I'd say Carrie Lee, mother. Persia had the Ron Seal of comedy clips. It does exactly what it says on the tin. Well, exactly. I might do a second one though, so Metallic can do one, but it won't have to. The second one won't have to involve another character, because this one I had to do a dual green screen. Hello, Luke. He said, "Do any of those work?" I'm going to pretend you just asked, "Are those guns real?"
Are those real?
Real. Put it this way. If I pick one up and put it to your face, pull the trigger, will you be dead?
I still think that necklace editing was really good to get the WC on there. Alice Goodwin or Danny Harwood? Alice Goodwin. Mark said, Mike, did you ever add the film Body Snatcher to your collection? Not on DVD. I don't think I ever got out buying it on DVD, but I found it's on Amazon Prime or something for free. But no, I still haven't bought it on DVD yet. I do want to own that though. Hammer time, yeah. What's my favourite sniper? Fucking hell. I don't know the names of guns properly anymore. Barrett Light 50 because it makes a head disappear. 28 people watching. Don't forget to like the stream. Come and say hello. Have a chat. Yeah. We chat about anything within reason, as long as it's sort of fun and not depressing bollocks, basically. Yeah. I've missed a few comments. If anyone's asked me anything and I've missed it, just put it on again. But yeah, so Persia, did you want to see it or not? If you want to see it first, I'll show you it because you're in it, so you can see it before if you want. Anyone who does clips of me, I'll always show them. Or you can just wait for the night. But as far as the Spyro night's done, that's done and it's great. There's going to be loads of content for that, and I reckon that's going to be a great evening. Halloween night, which will be on Halloween night, that's still going to be a full, couple of hours long. It's just, I suspect there won't be many contributions. And that's not because people don't want to join in. It just seems to be really hard to get the word out there. So this is what I've done to get the word out, to get people to join. I've done a video. Hardly any regulars commented on it. I have gone on other people's videos who I think were joining, and I've commented on their video saying, I'm doing a Halloween special, would you like to join in? I've messaged them on Discord, Instagram, and anywhere I've got an instant messenger for them. I've even emailed them. And nothing. Space Cadet, I asked you, did you get the comment of me asking you to join in the Halloween special? Did you get it? I asked Spacey, but I don't know if he got it. This is what I mean. I don't think people get the comments. Spacey said, think Catapult's next to be banned. Been in the news lately. Yeah, I did see that. I can't remember where I saw that from. Yeah, see, Spacey, I this is what I mean. I don't reckon anyone saw the comments. I left you a comment on one of your videos asking if you wanted to join in the Halloween special. And I don't think you got it. I don't think anyone did. Devil's Night, yes. Metallic said, it's really good, Peugeot. I'd say I'd do one because you missed what, in my opinion, are 2 essential words. Bearwire, how you doing, mate? You all right? Lucas said, what was your favourite rifle? I don't know. The FN Foul. I don't know. Metallic said, I call it blood, but I'm sure you would write it 8 up as graffiti. That's gone over my head, that is. Cookie said, what was your favourite question? My favourite question is, are those guns real? And please do it. FN Fail. Yes. The FN Fail. I'm going to have to send people emails, I think, to try and get them to join. Caroline, how are you? You all right? What film did I watch the other day? I'm sure I watched a film that was all right. But me and you didn't watch a film, did we? There's an idea, I can't wait to see it now. Yeah, but the problem is, Paz, it's missing 2 words that you'll never know about because it's like a little thing that me and Metallic do. Yeah. Mark said, I've seen the YouTube video of you asking for the Halloween content. Yeah, so Carlos has joined in, but I've had nothing sent in yet. I've had people say they'll try to. But yeah, Spacey, if you want to join in the Halloween special, please do. Because the other thing is, people get like advertisement for their channel if they do. You know what I mean? I link to everyone's channels, and it's a really good fun night. But yeah, I'll be able to sort it. But Tark said, no, mate, barely spoke to you since I fucked my back. Yeah, true. Surfing said, they're all dead, they just don't show it you. FV Rider said, that's a 6 sword you got there. Thank you. I could show you if you want. Lucky back. You dick. What day? Halloween night is when it will be shown, if that's what you mean, Bearwire. So Bearwire, if you would like to join in the Halloween special, the ways to do it, and anyone watching this, if you want to join in my Halloween special, it'll be on Halloween night. What you need to do is either make a video, or you can just write some stuff. So if you've had a ghost encounter, you can write it down, send me it, and I'll make a video of it. Or you can make a video of it. You could record your voice, anything. You can be on camera. You could, anything you want. It could be just you reading a ghost story. It could be real, true event, anything. And then the easiest way to do it is upload it to YouTube unlisted, and then send me the link, and I can download it, and then I'll include it in this long video. You'll get advertisement for your channel. But the best way to do it is just go to my video that's saying I need help for the YouTube Halloween special. All the details are on there. But it's easy to do. You know, like Carlos says, he's just written it down. He writ the event down and sent me some pictures of what he thinks he saw look like, or what he saw look like. Mustafa, how you doing, mate? You all right? Metallic said, maybe we should, Sheriff, what's that? I've missed something there. Maybe we should stop surfing, or we will just be typing the entire script and drive Mike nuts. Yeah, none of it means anything. Are you doing the Crow now? Is that what this is? But that said, not for Mike. He's only watched the film once, and while yeah, I've watched it twice. I think both. One time I was extremely hungover and dying. No, I think I have only watched it. Yeah, I watched it once years ago. Can't remember it. Watched it the second time extremely hungover, and it was hard work. Douglas said, I'm just going to walk down my town centre on Saturday night for the Halloween video. Zombies everywhere. You know what, Douglas? If you did that, I'd include it. Yeah, we've had loads of stuff sent in, the other years. But I think I'm literally everyone I message and comment. Let's say I messaged like 30 people. About 4 people have replied to me. Brothers, I've seen The Crow and The Crow 2 about 100 times each. The Target said it's a great film. We don't talk about the remake. It's just like all remakes. They're fucking shite. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. I noticed this finger sticks out when I that didn't used to do that. That one don't. You notice my middle finger sticks out a bit. It doesn't want to fully shut down there. I thought Mike was like crying there for a second. But it's the time of year, everyone's busy as hell. Yeah, maybe. I've taken it very personally. I'm gonna email everyone else who I messaged on what do you call it? Yeah, YouTube. Fucking hell. But I haven't watched the remake, as per your recommendation, Metallic. Surfing said, Mike, did you hear they're remaking Enter the Dragon? No, who the fuck's going to be in that? That's not worth doing. Anthony, how you doing, mate? He said, nice setup there, pal. Thank you, mate. Thank you. What? I showed her my warts. They're not fucking warts. I got a doctor's certificate now saying they're not warts. Metallic said, you and your emotions are welcome at Berger. Berserker, how you doing? Said, bro is craving a system collab so badly. I am. I need my collabs. Saints, they're also reviving the in-betweens. With the original cast and I thought I heard that going on. How's that going to work then? What, now they're all like fucking what? They're all at work and like, they've got missuses and kids. And do you know what? That could be quite good. Because it'd just be them going out getting pissed and, ignoring their missuses and, being fucking retards. And that could be quite good. I thought the fucking doctor was going to ask me what that was because she's like holding my hands and like. Cookie said, I saw ACAP sprayed on the road sign the other day. Warmed my heart. Metallic said, I saw that sign with the original cast and how it worked. Yeah, it'd just have to be them as like adults, wouldn't it? I mean, it could be quite good. If you just had the exact same premise, just, they're still treated the same way. Jay's still a bullshitter. Will's, posh twat. Yeah, it could work, I think. I think it could work. Bear White said, I have some real stories, but I'm a woodsman, not good at a computer. Well, Bear White, all you've got to do, if you want to write them down and I'll read it out. I'll do that if you want to write them. Or if you just record yourself, you don't have to sit in front of the camera. Just as long as I can hear your voice, or you could sit in front of a fire and record yourself, and then just send me the footage. But over the years, I found the easiest way to send me footage. You go onto YouTube and you upload a video, and you select unlisted, and it won't show to anyone. And then you just copy the link and send me it. But yeah, it's quite difficult to. Often videos are too big to be sent. Douglas said, okay, for every video sent, I'll donate £5 to the channel. Bloody hell, Douglas. Well, I'll tell him that. Metallic, write that down. Thank you, Douglas. I appreciate that. Saints said, either really good or really disappointing. Yeah. You always let good shows die peacefully. Yeah, the really good shows only have a couple of series. There are a few that have quite a few. Darth Trudeau, how you doing, mate? He said, just had a few beers and ate some good old Chinese food with my old boss. Nice. Is that your golf club boss? Yeah. Hello, Chris. Yeah, briefcase wanker. Anthony said my dad has the same tattoo. Is missing a finger, so made a good living as a taxi driver. You do make me laugh. My dad said, yeah, got to leave them wanting more. Although me and Mike were gutted, there would be no more F a family. Exactly. Yeah, so there are some series that go on for a bit and they're still good. But yeah, often a lot of them don't. But dad said, I feel you won't forget Douglas's offer. Lol. So I think one good series to watch, Mike, is Ideal. Yes, that's on my list. That is on my list, wherever my list is. Ideal is on my list. They're all on iPlayer. Now, I do want to watch that. But yeah, Bearwire. As long as you can get it me before Halloween, I'll work out some way. If you can't film it, write it down. I'll read it out. Because that's what I'm going to do with Carlos, isn't it? It's not like I haven't done that loads of times. Yeah. Cookie said you both forgot my knife special. What's that? It's gone over my head. What's your knife special? Brick said, what the fuck is that thing in the bottom right? There? I don't know, because it's backwards. That? We'll never know now. Oh, the special knife thing. Yeah, sorry. I know now. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what that was either. I might find a piece of paper once with the information on it. But I found a couple of things from you that I've looked at and I thought, I can't remember that. What the fuck does that mean? And it's an actual screenshotted comment. Don't know. It'll come back to us one day. You're supposed to bloody remember. You asked for it. That is a Daisy 2003 CO2 BB gun. Mother said, favourite cold steel knife and what was on your wish list? I don't think I've got any knives on my wish list. Most of my wish list is making big Bowie knives or making big knives. Because the thing is, most of the knives I want I can't afford, so I don't even bother thinking about it. Like if I do think about having a knife, my thoughts are to make my own version. I've got a couple of Bowie knives that I want to make. The two crossbows I wanted. Well, the crossbow I had on my list, got it. A new one I just found, got it. You know, well, they're on the way. Favourite start cold steel knife? I don't know. I've got a few, and it changes depending on what mood I'm in. I don't know. But Alex said I watched Wayward this week. I would greatly recommend May Martin. Yes. Brick said, are they all BBs? No, they're not all BB guns. Virgin said, what's your next cold steel, mother? You need to post your cold steel collection on the Discord, mother. Yes, mother. Do it, mother. What the hell is that? There's sound effects on here. I didn't know this was on. I can't remember this. I can do like tense things now. It gets a bit tense in here. I can do this. I don't know if that's playing or not. I can't hear it. Wrong one. Was that playing? Was there a heartbeat going? I can't hear it. Guess what's coming up? Nothing. The fucking entertainment I'll give you, lot. Fucking hell. You don't know you was fucking born. I hope there's more than 21 likes after all that shit. At least it made Douglas laugh. Richard said, how do I know what pulsing like? I did. Yes, on that one. Oh, God. They probably weren't laughing at me. He was laughing at fucking Richard. But I said, love Adam's videos with the RPG he gave him. The secret Discord club. Once I've seen your face, Cookie, you can come on it. Douglas, a channel has just entered premium status. It has. It has. Mum said, thanks, Virgil. I have something cool to show soon. Nice. Yeah, I'm looking forward to my new crossbows, I'll tell you that. Oh, giveaway. Metallic mentioned it earlier. Brick, I am in the UK. The giveaway is ending tomorrow night. I'm going to draw it tomorrow. Or I may officially end it tomorrow. And then Sunday, do the video. Yeah, it's just ending tomorrow night anyway. So the giveaway is ending tomorrow night. Yeah, get your entries in. It's every £1 you donate, you get a ticket into the giveaway. And pretty much anyone who has been donating recently has had. So, Mark, I haven't told you this yet, but I gave you the same amount of tickets as what you donated. So, yeah. What's the giveaway? You can win. Fuck it, I'll go and get them because, you know. £1 an entry. Enter as many times as you like. This isn't all the prizes, this is just some of them. So, whoever donates the most is guaranteed a prize. That person currently is Mark Gibney, right? I didn't tell him this, but for the money he donated, I've given him entries into the giveaway for that. So, Mark, unless someone beats you, as a present, you know, as a prize, you can either pick that. Okay. You know, that, handmade by myself, or this. Right? So whoever donates the most gets to pick one of them, and then whoever gets picked out the first winner can pick whatever left of that, and then they get 3 other prizes, which I think include a bandana weight, something that there's a fair good bit of prizes. Bear while I said crossbow, I'm getting a Barnet Demon Tri-Strike and a Mankung Sobek, both pistol crossbows. But yeah, for each £1 you donate, you get an entry into the giveaway. If you want to just go there quickly, just do that. I'm so skint at the moment, almost out of Tri-Strike, but I have a wedding next week. So she who must be obeyed has claimed it for the new skirt for her outfit. Well, there, fair enough. That's how I feel for you. It's not just a social event, it's a wedding. Is that from something? Saint said, we need WC autographs. Yeah, you can have your WC autographs. Purger said, I personally would be able to choose. Douglas said, she, nice. What was the highest donation? Highest donation is 160. Yeah. Yeah, there's stickers. I can't remember what the other prizes were, but there's a first place, second place, third place. So the highest donator gets to pick one of them. The first ticket to be taken out wins the other one of those things. A survival pry bar, my urban survival pry bars, a bandana weight, and maybe something else, but I can't remember what it was. Second place winner gets a knife, a fixed blade knife that I've made, like a smaller one. And then the third place will win some key rings and stickers and stuff like that. Yeah. Saint said you need to redo the WC19 tank top again. I'll tell you what, I have done some of the new, I have put some new merch on there because it was all out of stock. So there is a video for the giveaway. Yes, if you want to, just go onto my channel and search through and not, you know, it's only like maybe 5 or 6 videos back, maybe 10 videos back, and you'll see the video of what the prizes are, how to join it. But it's simply just donate some money. For every £1 you donate, you get an entry into the giveaway. Yeah. And then it'll be, the things will get taken out. Douglas said, Mark donated on 60. He did. That's how I got the Demon Tri-Strike, the upgraded limb, and some accessories. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate it. I didn't tell him I was putting him in the giveaway, but I thought he ought to be in it for that. But their best trend is one getting married, so it's not just turning up, sitting in the corner, then going home. I'm going to have to be social. Let's say. We got a family party coming up soon, which I'm quite looking forward to. They are what they are. You know what I mean? Hello, Drop. How you doing, mate? Saint says, fuck it. Might as well do some of those videos where you say whatever the payers want you to say. Well, might as well, yeah. Good night, Rich. Take care, mate. Mother said, I remember Stu got his Warhammer from something called Cold Steel UK. If it is, does it still exist? I'm pretty sure it does. Thank you, my queen. I think she's just put a link on to the giveaway. Good night, Rich. Cookie today, Drop. Didn't see you shit the bed today. No, you must have been doing something else today. Maybe literally shit the bed. But said, that's the link for the giveaway video. Thank you. So, yeah, that's not all the prizes, but highest donator gets... So, basically, the highest donator gets something anyway. That's just me trying to, make sure that the most generous person gets something, because they might not. I've done a giveaway once where someone donated 120 quid and didn't win anything, and that's how a giveaway works. But it just sort of makes people more likely to donate more, essentially, But yeah, Mark didn't even know I was going to add him into it, but I thought that's I can't not. So yeah, the giveaway will be. I'm going to stop it tomorrow night. I don't think I'll draw it. To the problem drawing it, I may have a drink tomorrow. I don't want to draw it drunk because I've still got to write all the tickets out. It's not too bad though, because what I do, I assign a numbers to the name. Thank you, Dropped. He said, sorry about your hands. Yeah, that's quite worrying, Dropped. I don't know whether to risk it. Hello, Penny. How you doing? You're right. It's a bit worrying. If they're going to keep getting worse, I don't want to fuck my hands so that when I'm 50 or 60, I can't do anything. Because my granddad's hands were fucking fucked. I need to get the video of that soon to show people. But that proper classic, really bad arthritis where like the fingers are like turned over and there's lumps all here and they're like bent, and his fingers like that. I don't want to keep making it worse and then I can't fucking do anything. That's quite scary thought, really. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'll have maybe once I've done the X-rays and the blood tests, and then Timbo said to ask for an MRI or whatever. They'll know more then. I might be able to sort it out. I know arthritis can't do fuck all about it anyway. But I'll ask my mum what my dad did, because my dad got to 70 or 71 and his fingers weren't completely fucked. So he was doing, I know he was doing stuff to try and avoid getting arthritis like his dad did. And it worked, whatever it was. But he was still getting it, I remember seeing. But I'm starting to already get lumps on my fingers. You fuckers all sense of what. But you can see it on the end of that one there. I'm already starting to form lumps on my fingers that shouldn't be there. At my age now. So yeah, this is when my dad started getting it, about 45. I don't know. I need to get serious with things, really. But, I have bought some splints, though. I've bought 2 wrist splints that the doctor said. See, if it's carpal tunnel, that's sort of... That ain't the end of the world. Carpal tunnel hurts, but I can sort of deal with that. It's the other things that could... You know what I mean? It's like my tendons are fucked. That's just going to get worse and worse and worse. Drop said, you ever take at a guess how many times around the sun you got left? Sometimes I'm hoping with the advances. Yes, I got my chat. Then I dropped less than me, according to my daughter. Well, Metallic's supposed to live forever, according to our doctor. So, I don't know. I'd like to. Now, the way I'm treating my body, not likely, but I would hope that with advances in technology and medicine, stuff like that, that I am just middle-aged. Actual middle-aged. Nothing saying I couldn't live the fucking, long life, but I am probably more likely in the second third of my life or higher. Penny said that's a traditional Spartan curse to live forever. Yeah, give me it. Don't just fuck it. Just get some bionic hands. I would if I could. Yeah, I might have a drink tomorrow. Where's Lucians? Is he there? I know he is there, but is he watching? How you doing, mate? You alright? Or is he indoors on the computer or something? Yeah. Hopefully I got plenty more time to go. She weighed me, and I was about 2 pounds lighter than I said I was, because I'd weighed myself recently. But, she said, oh, you need to lose weight. And I said, well, yeah, no, I know. The two things I know is I need to lose weight and I need to drink less. I said, I don't need to be told that. I know it, and I'm trying already. Douglas said, what ages are we all in here? Yes, what age are you from? Where do you come from? And what is your bank PIN number? Mother's maiden name. Fanny said he's texting on his phone. Jock said, there's that part of getting older when you're like, can I be done? Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I suppose, but I don't know. I definitely. But then you get someone like my dad who would have loved to have lived longer because he was all right. You know what I mean? He was essentially killed by something. You know what I mean? He was fucking all right. He was fucking, he could have carried on going. No real ailments. Didn't stop him doing anything. Whereas other people, like my mum, but then I've never ever heard her, even in her worst days, say, I don't want to be here, I don't think. Oh, no, I actually know, saying that a couple of times I have. But I know that if she has a good day, she's all right again. But I get you. And the dress, exactly, Douglas. Doc says somewhere between 12 and 60. The Tark said I got age checked. Did you really? You get age, and I don't mean that a bad way. I'm jealous because I'm still waiting for some bastard to fucking age check me. So that sounded like I was like, how you wouldn't get no. What that was me jealous. I'm jealous there. I've been waiting my whole entire life for someone to say, "Can you prove your age?" so I can get that out. And it's never going to happen. Never going to happen. We had a chance in that. Remember when we was in that shop, and then people was getting ID'd before us, and I actually said to her, "Go and ask me for mine. John said, I've never been age checked ever. Real Digital said, I'll do a video, mate. It's perfect. Yes, please do, Real Digital. Pete said, yeah, get those hands fixed as soon as. I will, Pete, I will. The doctor said, stop going to shady ass shops then. Yeah, there was these two girls in front of us getting ID'd, and they went all funny because they were trying to buy vodka. And like they was trying to claim they was obviously they looked old enough. This is the thing, they looked old enough, but they was claiming they was like 35. Like, and that's what made the woman suspicious. They was like way older than what they was claiming to be. Penny said, girl, I seriously thought I was 41 until I realised what year it was. Penny said, when do you go to the doctor? I went to the doctors today. Oh, you must not have been on. So I went to the doctors today, and they said, she examined me. She said they feel like crunching in my wrist and in my finger joints. Just doing that, I'd feel it. She said at this point they don't know whether it's could be arthritis because of the lumps in my joints. Could be also carpal tunnel, but it could also be damage to my tendons, and there's like growths on my tendons now. So when my finger gets stuck, it's like that tendon, like the lump, like moving out the way. But yeah, I said, is it going to get any better? And she pretty much said, probably not. Well, I said, if I work, would it make it worse? And she said, yeah. So I don't know what to do now. Yeah. The cashier was a woman. Real Digital said, what time do we wrap up? As long as I get the videos about, I don't know, 29th, 30th, 30th at the latest. That's a secret, just don't have your glasses on. Natasha said, I did say really. That made her even more suspicious. She saw my driving license and started to apologise and asked what my secret was as she was reaching for her glasses. I said, there's no secret. You just don't have your glasses on. I get you now. Oh, that's great. Fuck's sake. See, oh, Penny, I have bought the wrist splint things, though. So, I don't know, hopefully that'll help. But yeah, it's quite depressing because I'm now contemplating just giving up making things because I'd rather fucking give up making things and then make sure my hands last longer. Really, I don't know. That's the weird story of my life that I have this. The reason shit doesn't bother me as much as you'd think it would, because I always constantly have in the back of my mind that I'm going to lose everything. So being told I can't make the things I really fucking like, to me it's just like, oh well, I thought that'd probably happen anyway. You know what I mean? That's not a good way to think, but yeah, I'll still use my hands enough to. I like all these weapons. I expect all them to go one day. They'll all be took off me, and you know, yeah. I don't know. They might not. If they do, I wouldn't be surprised. So being told I'm not going to be able to make anything anymore, well, you know.
Now what the fuck are we supposed to do? That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over. What the fuck are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do?
Do make me laugh. Yes. But what I'll do, I'll sporadically make. I won't be able to make stuff as much as I did. We'll see what happens. They might be able to sort them out. But I have bought the wrist splints, and maybe they'll help. And I'll be like, but it's been a month now. It has literally been a solid month of not doing any proper work, and even flushing a toilet makes my fucking arms hurt. Flushing the toilet, my whole entire arm hurts. Jock said there's a time when people check ID just to get some information about you. Sketchy at best. Jock said, like going to the doctor and they say your dick is going to fall off, but you'll still be able to piss. That's one thing I hope never happens. But yeah, I may have a drink tomorrow night. We'll celebrate, shall we? Oh, don't let me forget. Someone may have to remind me of this. I need to book the blood test. But I've been sent the information to do that. But it was right before I did the live stream, so I forgot to do it. I need to book the blood test. Pinky said, did you get the jabs? Peking. The drop said, when do the bows come in? I'm not sure. I'm not going to start going about jabs because that'll go a bit weird. It always goes weird, yeah. Penny said, we live at the back of a Holland attack. I don't know, dropped. Both of them kept saying within a few weeks. I don't know. The talent said, write it on a note and stick it on your telly. So you can see, I ain't got nothing. Why I'm out, because I can't do it now. That's why I was asking, because I ain't got anything near me to do it with, and I can't be able to get up. Jab, right across, yes. I am going to just talk about that, though. I don't want to have a conversation about it, but the thing with the jab thing is it's getting to the stage now where literally any illness anyone has, if someone's a slight conspiracy theorist, they blame it on the jabs. And it's just an illness. These things aren't happening because people have had jabs. It's just happening. These things always happened. It's not because someone's had the jab. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that's what mate was saying, but I just hear it all the time, and I think, fucking hell, mate, sort yourself out. Just because you've got a toothache doesn't mean it's the jab. Just because your foot hurts doesn't mean it's a jab. Just because someone's got a cold doesn't mean it's a jab. Someone has a heart attack. It's not that. It ain't that. Trust me, it is not that. It is not that. I don't want to sound like a dick. It just irritates me because it just gets to the stage where people just blame everything on these jabs, and it's fucking horse piss. It's utter horse piss. It's not that. It's not fucking jabs. Cookie said you should do 1 week where you have a drink stream, then 1 week off. You automatically cut it down by. Well, exactly. Yeah. I do want to start doing that again, having a week on, week off. But I might have a drink tomorrow. Just, But blood test. It just made me write a note on a fucking spirograph. Where are we? Done that. Cookies. But the thing is, I might lose that. This is why I need someone. Please, or Penny at the drop to someone, or Persia. Just send me a message saying, book your fucking blood test. The problem is that I might lose that. I need it written down somewhere I can see it. And I've got to book it on my phone. So if I go onto my phone and you've sent me a message, I can click that message. It will say, book your blood test. And I can go and do it immediately then. That may disappear by the time I clear up. Thank you, Persia. Dropped, said, wank on, wank off. What now? Don't forget to like the stream. I wonder how many dislikes it got for the jab rant. Thank you, my queen. I appreciate it. So anyway, what are you? I might not have a drink tomorrow, but I might do. Maybe I'll have. Maybe I won't. I'm not going down the cemetery tomorrow night though. It's good. So Barney, if you're watching, we won't do it tomorrow. We'll do it next Saturday. So that means next Saturday I won't be on unless I can live stream while we're going down. I might attempt that. Fuck it. I've probably got I may attempt to live stream while I walk down the cemetery. It's just I'll have to talk to Barney about making sure he doesn't say certain things. What I mean by that is like locations and that, because it's when you're not used to doing it, it's really fucking easy to say like people's surnames and the roads you're on and stuff like that, because you're not normally having to do that. Not normally having to you don't normally have to censor yourself all the time. Yeah. Douglas said, thought your favourite weapon would be tables, ladders, and chairs. Yes. Yeah, Devon, get the tables. If I had some camouflage charges, I'd put them on right now for you, Douglas. And I'm some kind of weird waistcoat thing, but I don't. I went to a fancy dress party dressed as fucking Bob Ray Dudley once. Yeah. Someone else came as the same person, but mine was better. Well, talking of WWE, my coffee's stone cold. Yes. So yeah, there'll be some new crossbows coming soon, and when I get visited by Tom and Cheryl, I have pretty good one at pleasure. They're going to bring the Revo 7. So pretty much I would have tested all the new modern crossbows, apart from that one that George Sprath invented himself. But I don't ever want that piece of shit. Looks like it was made and fucking 3D printed. It's just a shame that 95% of all the magazine crossbows are fucking massively extortionate prices. You know, selling a 50 quid crossbow with a box on the top of it and then selling it for 250 quid or more. It's such a fucking rip-off. Takes the fucking piss. That's why that fucking I can't remember what it's called now. The Man Kung one anyway. Sodec, whatever it is. 100 quid. Some people sell it for 60 quid. That's fucking mental price. And I don't care if it's got proprietary bolts and won't shoot all bolts. That don't matter. They all do that now. Every single one of them does that. They all do. So, you know. It might even be a way that you might be able to shave a bit out of the inside. Yeah. But the only reason they have proprietary bolts is because what they do, a lot of them, to make sure that the bolts sit flat. See, like the adder has that flat bit on the knock end. These have just decided to do it in the middle for some reason. And what that does, that stops the bolt sitting like that, sitting on an angle. Because that's the reason that the Redback XR is so dangerous. Is sometimes the bolts are sat like that, and then they hit the magazine, make the magazine shoot off. Douglas said, took the safety off my Redback today. It might be easier to mod the magazine or the crossbow than mod the bolts. Yeah, well, exactly. That's what I mean. You might just be able to shave a bit off the middle of it. Yeah. It don't bother me, Pergio. For the price, I couldn't give a shit. It's different if you're paying 500 quid and you have to buy very, very specific bolts that cost a fortune, they can fuck right off. But 100 quid or 60 quid for a magazine crossbow. There's a good one. Have you seen the Sodec? It's a proper good one. That don't matter. They're exactly the same as them other bolts. All you'd have to do is shave down the... Yeah. Real Digital said, can the alligator be modified to put a magazine onto it? Yes, it can, yeah. Yeah. I don't think that the Sodec one or whatever it's called will fit that. But you can buy good 3D printed magazines that fit on the alligator. Yeah. How you doing, Bill? You right, mate? Thank you for the link. The link, Shaz Penny. I do appreciate that. Bill said, Mike, nice to drop in. How's the stream? Ain't too bad, mate. Ain't too bad. How are you? You right? My hands are still fucked. But yeah, it's just... Sorry to keep going on about it, though, but it's quite a big thing for me. It's the fact that they're not getting better at all. So I am still using them a bit, because you naturally use your hands anyway, so I don't think my hands would ever go weak. I'm always using my hands. I'm just not using them. What it was, I think I'd used them so excessively, I fucked them up. I've damaged the tendons. I don't know what to say. I'm fucked. Oh, I got some crossbows coming. This one goes out to me.
Ooh, lucky bastard.
I do feel like a lucky bastard, to be honest. That was fucking... Getting them two crossbows like the same fucking day, pretty much. Completely coincidental. Someone had just told me... I think I had an email about the Sodec, and it just so happened I only really needed about 50 quid to get it. It meant I was completely skint, but it was just enough to order them both. Because Gary that night donated a bit of money towards it. What you been up to, Penny, anyway? You been to work today? Penny said, should have played you, are you retarded? It's like I shout at my hands every time I look at them. I don't even know where that clip is. That must be on there. This is what I look at when I look at my hands right now.
What, are you retarded?
Bill said yes, but you have to shoot 6.5 bit bolts or longer. No 6.3-inch bolts. They jam in the new alligator crossbow magazines. That's fair. Yeah, but as I say, mate, for £100, I don't think you can complain. It's, as I say, it's different when you're paying all that money for like the fucking 250 quid at minimum for the cheapest magazine crossbow you can get. £100, I don't mind if they're a little bit finicky. You know what I mean? You know, that's all good. I looked. So what I did, Bill. That's the Sodec bolts, whatever it's called, right? These bolts are exactly the same length. All you'd have to do is just put a little groove in and cut them flights down, and they'd fit in it. And the other difference is, don't forget, Bill, most of those other bolts are not about 50p each. They're about £3 each. Don't forget that. Most other bolts are either fucking shit or cost a fortune. I'm not saying the Sodec or whatever it's called is, the be all and end all, but I think it's a good option for someone who wants a magazine crossbow, because I don't think a lot of the other crossbows, they're not worth the money. None of those crossbows are worth their money. There's not a single magazine crossbow that is worth 250 quid or more. They're all a fucking rip-off. Every single one of them. Every single one of them is a fucking rip-off, and they're not worth that money. None of them. You could not tell me a single one that's worth 260 quid plus up to 500 quid. They're not worth it. They are a fucking rip-off. Yeah. Real Digital said, anyone who can help you out with the fiddly stuff. It may be. Jot said, I'd say bless him, but he already was. Cookie said, I sent that clip to my mum when she got scammed on WhatsApp. Bill said, still some good bolts available to shoot. Yeah, but the problem is, all of them bolts, you look how expensive the adder bolts are. The adder bolts are about £3 each. See that packet of bolts there? £6. So that's, that's like 60p each. That's pretty good, I think. I dread to think how much the Stinger bolts are. But I know they shoot other bolts, but a lot of them don't, though. They don't fit in the magazine properly. All I'm saying, Bill, is I get what you're saying. But for £100, I don't think you can complain. As long as it shoots reasonably well, I'll test it and I'll see what it's like. It depends who reviewed these things. It all depends who reviewed it. Because don't forget, George Sprav will slag off every single crossbow going if it's not the ones he's advertising. It's like when he slagged off the Stinger because he fell out with Steambow. I could hit a target that fucking big with that Stinger consistently. He made out they was going all over the place because he's a bullshitter. He's an actual bullshitter. Real Digital said, is it difficult to make a magazine instead of buying one? It ain't that difficult. You can make them with aluminium or thin steel or even Kydex. It's essentially a box with and you put inserts inside it to keep the bolts you can make them out of wood. You can make them. Bill said they are priced like firearms. George Spaz. Now that is a fucking name. George Spaz. Yes. I love it, Jot. Jot said, I saw one you posted. Any thoughts on how different they'll fly? I don't know. They're not very different to the original ones, other than the flights are just adjusted. That's all it is. That's the only difference, really. But they're the same length. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see soon. Bill said, you will like it. Ivan in South Africa uses the alligator crossbow. It feeds reliably. Nice. Mother said, I'm back, Mike. I played Metal Gear Rising and someone there mentioned the Patriots. Who are they? Oh, I can't bloody remember. The Patriots are... Oh, fuck. Oh, it's a bit of a spoiler. You may have to look it up. That's very difficult. The problem with Metal Gear also, the story is so involved that to tell you who the Patriots, I'd have to tell you like bits of like 4 of the games.
Not now, minion.
The king is bored shitless, and so am I.
And then it would be a spoiler. I didn't realise I was playing. Metallic said, oh, nice. Any details you will have to text me to avoid doing forbidden things, Penny. Josh said, right, but that looks like a dart for a dartboard, and you know how easy it is to change the trajectory on those. Yes. Oh, we'll see. We'll have a look. When I get it, we'll have a little look. Yeah. See, the thing with the Sodec, or whatever it's called, I hadn't even heard of that. I didn't even know it was a thing. It just suddenly popped out of nowhere. So I just thought I'd get it because I don't think you can turn down a magazine crossbow. £100 for a magazine crossbow that looks like a proper good one as well. It's got all the bits to put your accessories on, kit it out really good, and it's a known pretty good crossbow. £100. I can't complain about that, even if it's shit. Can't really complain about that, I don't think. Whereas, as I said, the next cheapest magazine crossbow you can buy, £269, I think, without postage. Yeah. Well, you know, the one I was actually looking forward to was the Demon Tri-Strike, which I've got as well. Coming. That's it. All talking of darts, I watched another series while I was in agony. The really violent one. Mike, can you remember what it was? Oh, yeah, Gangs of London. Yeah, that's it. So I said, my thoughts was that because of the skinny bit, it might act differently when it fires, as in its soft spot would wiggle more. It's pretty solid. I did think that. I did think, is that going to be a weak point? But it's not much different to the solid one, to be honest. Nose keeps itching. Yeah, it's not much different to the other one. So I don't know. We'll see. Tests will be coming soon. But yeah. I think for £100, I say £100. That's the most expensive I could find it. Merlin Archery are selling the fucking Sodec, or whatever it's called, for £69 or something, or £59. I need to look up what it's called. It's annoying me now. Sobek. Yeah, I found it highly amusing that when I looked up Sobek is the alligator god. I think that's great. Well, you know. Who is George Spaz? He runs the Slingshot channel, or the Spaz Shot channel, should we say? That's who George Spaz is. Bill said, Vlad on a redback, rather. Yeah, fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Yeah. You know, I'll always love my redbacks. I don't think much is ever going to really top them for, you know, just quality and everything, and being able to shoot pretty much any bolts. £50. £50 shoots any bolts. Yeah. You know, if you take the anti-dry fire out, which is completely like fucking, you know, doesn't need to be in there anyway. Because it's not really an anti-dry fire. It's an anti. I don't know what you'd call it. Well, I suppose it is an anti-dry fire, but it's not to catch the string. It's to stop you taking the safety off, so you can't accidentally shoot it. But you can still have the safety will still be back. You still have to manually turn it off, so you can get rid of that thing. It doesn't matter. Drop said, did some science with pellets the other day involving spray paint cans. Had a flathead punch a hole, but still bounce off. But at 48 meters, it's expected. That's quite a third way, isn't it? Do you know any idea what kind of foot poundage your air rifles shoot over there? Because I know often you lot know the feet per second, but what you need to do is, because we measure ours by foot pounds, and then we know what kind of damage they can do. But to do that, you only need to know how fast it goes, and then you times it by the weight. Yeah, because it'd be interesting. Yeah, because like obviously something shooting very fast but very light hits very different than something that's heavy, if you know what I mean. So yeah. Cookie said, "Who is the guy who makes 3D printed mods for the R9, etc.? I bought some of his stuff a while ago. I can't remember his name. That's 3D Cabin. His name's Justin. 3dcabin.co.uk. Cookie. I said no, but I'll look it up. I'll do an air rifle video soon. Actually, I've got 2 air rifles I need to test for Jay, my brother-in-law, and while I'm there, I'm going to get the ones that Persia gave me out. Well, feet per second, meters per second, it don't matter as long as you know the speed. You then times it by the grain of the pellet, and then that'll tell you the foot poundage. Something like that. There's calculators. There's like foot pound calculators online. Oh, Cookie didn't know there's another one. I don't know then. I only know 3D Cabin. Oh, I noticed. I hope. How many likes has this stream got? I hope it had a fair few, because there was a fair few people on earlier. I noticed. It's obviously stopped sending them out now. Like, it's back to normal. Oh, you miss your baby, yeah. Well, I'll get them out and shoot them soon. But said, do you think it would be worth asking 3D Cabin if he could do a glossy finish alien head? Possibly. The thing is, no, I'll ask him if you want. I can ask him if you want. The Ned Hunter's definitely getting bought out, Persia. Definitely. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Drop 33 likes. Thank you, mate. I'll ask him and I'll see whether he can do it. You'll have to message me about asking that, though. But yeah, I will ask him. Ben's got a 3D printer. I don't think he uses it very often. But yeah, I could ask. Right, someone go on to a foot pound calculator for me and work out how much the drops air rifle foot poundage is for me, please. Or shall I just do it? Fuck it. No, I can't, because I'd have to. Do you want me to link to I'll link to a foot pound calculator if you want. And then someone do it for us, please. Wait a minute. I'll get you a foot pound calculator up and I'll send it. If you Google foot pound calculator, that'll come up. Because I don't have access to my keyboard. Right, so you put in the weight in grains and then the velocity, and then it'll come up. Okay? Comments. Here's a link to a foot pound calculator. Someone click that, and you can do it now. And then tell me how much. I'm just curious, because I think because you don't have a limit, they probably, ours have to be restricted to 12 foot pound. Otherwise, it's classed as a firearm. Real did it was a 23 viewers, 35 likes. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate that. But said, I asked the babe about his school one, and he said they probably don't have experience enough of a machine, expensive enough machine for the finish I'd need. Yeah, that's the thing. I'll ask 45 foot pound. That's a lot. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be classed as a fire. That's because when you said about 50 meters, yeah. Is that brake barrel as well? I'll ask Ben and 3D Cabin though, but yeah. That's the only thing, is getting that smooth finish, isn't it? Yeah, that's a lot. Well, as I say, considering a UK one, a UK air rifle not on a license is 12 foot-pound. And that's enough to hunt small game, rabbits, pheasants, that kind of size animal. Anything bigger than that you won't kill. But birds, pheasants, rabbits, small game, 12 foot-pound, that's okay. That'll do that, and that's why that's designed. Not quite powerful enough at further ranges to sort of kill someone, but you can still kill someone with an air rifle close up. And it'll still pierce your body. Yeah, so 45 foot-pound, that's fucking, yeah, that would be firearm territory over here. What caliber's that then? Did you say? Was that 177? Yeah, I think you did say 177, didn't you? But yeah, Persia, I'll get out the Ned Hunter. I'm going to get out the Ned Hunter, get them both out. I'm going to get out the two that Jay basically, he wants to try an air rifle, see if they're good enough for a bit of hunting. I don't think either of his will be good enough though, because they're old. They're both 1970s air rifles, and neither of them were like hunting ones though. They were like one of them I think is about 8 foot-pound. One of them is a fucking ASI paratrooper, which is the one I've got. The one he's got's fucking pristine, and it was his mum's. Drop said it's a 2 for hunting, up to 28 skrills since April. Yeah, well that's it. That sounds, yeah. Did you say it's a break barrel? Yeah, that sounds great. So yeah, I'll get out a couple of like quite, not rare guns, but well, that's what they are, quite rare for fucking, 70s. And yeah, I'll get Ned Hunter out though. So I'll go full on Slingshot Warrior, and I'll do a piece of paper of a picture of a Ned on it, just for you, personally. Da Boy Taxi Boy VR, how are you? He said, "What's your favourite gun?" This one here. Actually, no, this one. That gun just there. Drop said break barrel, yeah, doesn't help my fucked up hand. I bet. But just said the Ned Hunter needs cleaning before you do anything more than target shooting. I've took out rabbits at 60 feet. Nice. Don't make me worried I got a fucking crony that and then take the spring out. Joking. You're off to bed, Cookie. Good night, mate. Yeah, I do like a good break barrel. You don't have to fuck about with other stuff then. Yeah, 60 feet. That's good. That's fucking decent, those. Yeah, I'll get them out. Now, just be a bit of target shooting. Good night, Cookie. Take care, mate. I don't know if anyone else joined in the giveaway. People seemed interested, but, then they don't. I didn't have no notifications. Nah, no one else joined in. They make a noise, but they don't actually do anything. The drop said cleaned it today, and that's shooting all over the place. So back to the lab for something. That's the thing. Sometimes when you do clean them, it fucking makes it fucking worse. I don't know, because often with air rifles, they say use like bed them in and like shoot loads of pellets through them and then don't clean it. But I don't know. Dead giveaway. Yes, it was. It's a dead giveaway. Yeah, I might do a chat tomorrow, late night chat tomorrow if anyone's up for it. I'll have a little think. Thing is, if I drink tomorrow, I'll then be drinking the next weekend. But then I could have a couple of weeks off after that, maybe. I might not drink tomorrow. I'll think about it. I'll see what mood I'm in tomorrow. We'll see. Oh god. The drop said, for as much lead that came out, I can imagine it was near being a smooth bore. Well, yeah, you'd think so, wouldn't you? I think so. I would get my air rifles out more often, like my BSA and my Webley, but the problem is it's they're in that fucking box, and that box has always got a load of shit piled on top of it. So it then becomes a massive chore getting my air rifles out. If I had room, I'd probably make. Do you know what I'm thinking of doing? Maybe I ought to do it. In that other little small room, I might put some more shelves in there. And if I put a cupboard up in there, just a little fucking cupboard, wall to wall, about that wide, sticking out about that far. The top of it could be a shelf, a couple of shelves above it. That cupboard, if that's lockable, could have a couple of air rifles in it that would be easy to access as well. And also saying that box is completely fucking full anyway. And it wouldn't even have to have proper doors. You'd just have a door that opens like that or something. Because with air rifles, all they say in the UK, you don't have to keep an air rifle in a safe. It just has to be locked in a cupboard, essentially. As long as it's in a lockable cupboard, that's okay. It's only firearms you have to have in a what do you call it? Safe. Firearms and shotguns. So maybe I'll do that, and that'll give me a little bit more room in here. Because the thing is, that little room, it's just packed full of shit at the minute. So you can't use it. It'd be nice to clear that room out a bit. If I put a couple of shelves in there, maybe the cupboard I'm talking about, that would enable, I think, the room to be cleared out and be used as a room. So, like the kids can sleep in there if they want. Drop said if it's locked away, then it's not for protection. Pointy things, gang for life. Yes. Real Digital said, what do you think about the ban on blowpipes? A lot of ninjas running around there. It's ridiculous. I've never understood why. I've never understood why. I know I will make a video about the ninja ban one day. I've got quite a lot of information. Because I'm gonna call it something. Why are the UK government so scared of the N-word? And then have like N star S, so it looks offensive, but it's not. All I know is when they banned all that stuff, it was during the craze of ninja films that came out in the 80s, and I don't know. It's just people like that stupid fucking bastard Mary Whitehouse being terrified of anything, saying that films was making people kill people and shit like that. And it was during that time period. I know that. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, I think they banned blowpipes partly because they're called blowguns. Anything with the word gun in, this shit like a bit of like tasers. What's the other name for a taser that has the word gun in it? I can't remember now. Random JP said random question, but do you like guns? Yes, I do. Drop said y'all got all these bans wherever you're making silencers illegal again. Yeah. Well, the thing is, with the bans, there is no like choice over it. They just do it. It's not like we've had any say in it. They just do it, and it's done. It's a bit like with that. What was that petition they did the other day for the IDs? That petition. All you can do over here, yeah, you could protest, but there's not enough people to protest weapons. It's not like it is in America. In America, it'll always be a big cultural thing for you. A bit. It's a massive thing for America. It's part of your actual culture. Whereas in the UK, it's not. It's not a cultural thing. The majority of UK people don't like weapons. It's very frowned upon. They think you're a nutter. Most people think they're illegal. So you have people like us have no help over it. They did that petition to stop the IDs, 2 million plus, maybe 3 million signed it, and then they just went, no, we're still doing it. So it comes to nothing. John said, having no say, I have no idea what that's like. You know what I mean, though. There's more support for it. That's all I mean. Is there are probably places where you could go in different states. They're all different as well, weren't they? So some have different carry laws, don't they? You know, like I know there are states where knuckle dusting are banned, aren't they? Whereas in the UK, the whole country is just the same, and it's just done and it's done, and often it's done without consulting anyone, or it's just okay. In 6 months' time, we're doing this tough shit. You know what I mean? There's no one to go to, no one to appeal to. You know what I mean? So it's not that we don't try to stop it. It's just there's nothing you can do anyway. There's literally nothing. There's nothing that you can do. It'll never get brought back. It will never. You know what I mean? It's just done. And we have no say really. So when I hear open carry, I still think it means drinking in public. Yeah. Yeah, digital IDs. Oh well. JP said, you look like Stone Cold Steve Austin, but he only drinks Carlin. Yes. Oh, we mentioned Stone Cold earlier. Yeah. Yeah, I might have a drink tomorrow, we'll see. So anyway, how's you lot's day at work been? Hello, Daniel, you right, mate? But yeah, there ain't no say in it, and the problem is most of the country are massively supporting of it. It's a bit like the offensive weapons ban. There was no one apart from a very small community saying we don't want them banned, and it counted for shit because most of the country want rid of them anyway, and because it's not a cultural thing anymore, sadly. Andy said the emergency alarm to all the phones is the start of digital ID. Maybe I get away. I've never had one of them happen. Never had it. Then my SIM card on my phone is from 1999. So how long ago is that? 26. My SIM card's 26 years old. Josh said the usual. Put some rails that were measured wrong. But cut off anyway. For fuck's sake. Yes, no politics anymore. Thank you, Penny. Hello, Samba. How are you? Hello. Hello, Samba. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. We're all welcome in here. It was my mum's birthday yesterday. Greetings from Bosnia. Nice. Greetings from the UK, then. Yeah, my mum's 68th birthday yesterday. She was all right. She had a good time. Most of the family came out to see her. The immediate family, all their kids and their kids. And, yeah. Samba said, we have great weapons too. Good. I'm glad you do. Glad you do. Everyone needs a good weapon. Drop said, but potentially have 2 employees now. It's the only thing I needed was something else to work here. Yeah, that's good, mate. That's good. Penny said, Mom, she ain't too bad. She's supposed to be giving up smoking. So maybe I ought to go down and check. I forgot about that. I bet she did as well. I bet she forgot she was giving up smoking. I'll go down and check later. See if she has stopped. She probably hasn't, but she was supposed to be. Maybe she has cut down. But she's all right. Yeah, she's all right. Mother said every Bosnian has an RPG in their home. Drops they need to start slapping them out of their hands. Yes. Slap them out of hand and run her so you can't chase me. Yeah. Yeah, what she'll do, she'll probably wait till I do come near her and stab me or something. So it wouldn't work. No, can't do that to my poor old mother. But yeah, she'd be better off without it. Much better. But, you know, addictions and all that. Bastards, aren't they? Oh, Penny, I found The Substance DVD finally. Good film, that, isn't it? How said the Serbian have no chance more? Drop said, or get spray bottle and shoot out the amber from across the room. The Tark says she can't chase you till she quits and gets her knee surgery. I know. I wish she'd think about all that kind of stuff. But, well, no, she does think about that. But that's what I'd be doing. I'd be thinking, oh, yeah, I'll give up smoking. I'd have more money. I could have oxygen, so I won't be tired all the time. But, you know. Also, when you've got fucking like sleep apnea, you feel like shit all the time, so you don't really think straight. Because often she acts like she's drunk. I joke about it now that I think she's drunk, but she's not. She don't drink. And she talks like she's drunk sometimes, slurring because she's, you know, well. Any plans? Got any plans, you lot, tomorrow? I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I don't think I slept very well last night, and then I had to get up early to go to the doctor's. So I've been in bed most of today, just really tired, but I couldn't sleep. So then, about 7 o'clock, I went to bed till about 8:30. Doctor, I always found that weird that too much oxygen fucks you up. Well, there's his lack of it because of sleep apnea, but yeah, but too much as well. They won't give her oxygen. Penny said, finish my book. What book was you reading? Daniel said, I know after the Dunblane massacre, weapons started getting heavily banned. Do you know how the government was spinning it to justify the reasons for banning firearms? No, I can't remember. The Dunblane thing, I was quite young. I might have been about 12, so I didn't really pay much attention. I know the Hungerford massacre, I was about 5, maybe. The talent said, a ton of housework to catch up, then hopefully I'll get on the lathe. Well, I suppose the justification is it to stop shootings. And in all honesty, the truth is, them gun bans have stopped mass shootings in this country. Like, they still happen, but it's down to maybe one every 3 or 4 years. You know, that's pretty good, really. It does work. You know what I mean? But yeah. Kenny, how you doing, mate? Did I say hello? How you doing, Kenny? Does have plans for tomorrow to be the first comment on the stream. I'll let you know about 9:30. Nice. Dowry of Blood. I know you told me about that, didn't you? Kenny said, I only found your channel last night, Mike, and I'm glad I did. Great. Thank you, Kenny. I appreciate that, mate. Yeah, we're just having a sort of relaxed live stream at the minute. I sometimes do these vertical ones because they get a lot of new people on, so they're quite handy. But what happens is after a while, it peters out, and then you just get the regulars on, which is good. You've come at the right time because it's not nutcase now. When there's loads and loads and loads of random people on, it's a bit mental. But yeah, welcome, Kenny. Do you want to chat about anything specific? Drop said, can we see a skull on Discord attack? Kenny said, Dunblane was around 95. I was 15 then. And that was the last major change in gun law. I think, wasn't the last... Did they change anything when that bloke shot the taxi driver and... Yeah, they might not have. Do you remember that bloke who had a shotgun and 2.2 rifle and he shot some people he knew? Derek Summer, I think. I can't remember his name now. They don't matter. I don't think they changed anything then. Maybe they made it a bit harder. I don't know. Drop said, Peter's out. Strange request, but all right. Mother said, stop banning weapons. Bad people, I said. Derek Bird, thank you. Did they change anything then? Derek Bird? I can't remember if they changed anything then or not. Yeah, I don't know. But you don't really get mass shootings in this country. They are very rare, which is a good thing. But the same weekend, the Crossbow Carnival cannibal got arrested and charged. Yeah, was it? I don't know. They changed, bro. They certainly did. They certainly did. But I said, no, neither crossbow laws even. No, I know the crossbow didn't change because at the time, when the crossbow cannibal stuff happened, about a year after that was one of the times I got raided, and CID came around here and took all my crossbows because they was convinced that because of the crossbow cannibal bloke, that the laws must have changed. I'm still convinced most of them crossbows probably have secret markings on them. Kenny said, I watched your video on the legal EDC in the UK last night and ordered a few things from Amazon. Oh, nice one, mate. Nice. Yeah, there's some good stuff on there, isn't there? Some of the items, I only just found out about those myself. Well, no, saying that. I knew about some of them for ages, but I didn't own them. Boiling up today. Hopefully I'm cool enough to turn my fan off now. Yeah, there's some quite good products on there, aren't there? Well worth getting, I think. Mother said, Mike, I need you to get me you changed bro clips. Put it on the Discord. There's a to-do list on there, Mother. Because if I say yes now, by the time I end this, I've forgotten. Metallic said, oh, that's another thing I watched when I couldn't move, the Ed Gain story. I do want to watch that. I do want to watch that. I nearly rewatched Zodiac tonight, but it would have been too long. Because it was on Amazon. I have seen Zodiac. I felt like watching a crime detective type thriller type thing. I do want to watch the Ed Gein, because Gein, isn't it? Not Gain. Ed Gein. I do want to watch that, which I will do soon. Yeah, I fancied watching Zodiac, but it was on Amazon Prime with adverts. And it was 7 o'clock, and I worked out with the adverts it would have finished like 2 minutes right to live stream. Drop said, just need to run around with a sponge covered in ether. The band sponges. Andy said, Mike, do a extract using coconut oil. Brilliant for skin and muscle problems. All right, Andy, thank you, mate. I'll look into that. Again, had really useful video and also great description on high-level laws. Yeah, I do, because that's the thing, right? I do try to make sure people know what to do and what not to do, because the thing is, all of those things could still be illegal if you say the wrong thing. And people don't realise that. And the other thing is, there are some items that like the police now recognise as weapons or things that people think are harmless because they made them themselves could get them a massive sentence. But yeah, I'm glad it helped, Kenny, because that's the idea of it. I want to help people out because you'll be surprised how many people want to know them kind of things, but they haven't thought of certain items or just didn't know some of them existed. Because I often get the thing saying, "Oh, make some kind of spray and put chilies in it and shit," but that's making something that's highly fucking illegal. And if the police found that and they was convinced that's what it was, the sentence for that is massive compared to just having like a fucking dog repellent spray or something like that. You know what I mean? Shin Keishing said, all I have is a pocket knife and my girl still thinks I'm nuts. Looking at all that makes me want to dump her and go all out. Well, it's always good to have a pocket knife. This is my EDC knife. Not really. I made that. It's based off of a Civil War Bowie knife that I like the look of, but I would never be able to buy it, so I made one. Nice leather sheath. This is my EDC knife. This is the Lansky Madrock, which I wish they still sold this because it's a fucking great knife. But you can never find them anymore. Kenny said, 100% Mike. That was the bit I loved the most. What you're saying, what not to say to the authorities. Yeah, because that's it. A lot of people don't know that. Yeah. That's why I spend... I'd rather not, but I spend a minute at the beginning of the video always saying that. Because then it's cements it so people know. Kenny said I got a tactical pen about 6 months ago and I carry it all the time, but would remove the tungsten tip. But would remove the tungsten end if I needed to. Yeah, I like the. I always carry. I ain't got mine near me. I put it back in a drawer. I have a drawer of like EDC items that I just open and take out when I need it. I always carry my the one I showed. You know, that stainless steel one. It's really long and got a decent bit of weight to it. Mother said, "All right, mate. Good night to you and the chat. Good night, Mother. Take care, mate. Speak to you soon, mate. Maybe see you tomorrow night. I'll be on tomorrow." Drop said, "Do you know why we pulled you over? Because I have a boot full of weed." Well, people do shit like that. No, but people think that you can say you've got something for self-defense because that's not, they're not aware that it's essentially, it's not a crime to say that. But the problem is, as soon as you say something is for self-defense, the police have to deem that as a weapon. And it could be anything. It could be a fucking, I don't know. I'm trying to think of something really innocuous, but, that's not a weapon. But if you say that's for self-defense, then that's, in the eyes of the law, that is deemed a weapon. And, yeah. Or no, not a baseball bat, because, no, I'm thinking of something like a box of DVDs or something stupid. Something that isn't a weapon in the slightest. I can't think of anything. But yes, if you have a baseball bat, always have a ball and a glove. Exactly. Yes. Kenny said a bit of wood for them. Yeah, or even, I don't know, anything. But even if it's not a weapon, if you say, yeah, it's a tube, isn't it? Yeah. Anything, Yeah, coins in a coin purse. I couldn't find my coin purse ring. I've got like a coin bag that's fucking really good item to carry. But I couldn't find it for the fucking video. I've lost it somewhere. Yeah, still take up boots. Well, the thing is, all of these things could be used for self-defense. This is what I mean. I'm trying to think of something that like wouldn't or couldn't be used for self-defense. But when I look, everything fucking could be in a way. But even something that's totally not a weapon at all couldn't even be used to one. If you said that's for self-defense, you could get nicked for it. Because you are carrying that to use as a weapon. That's just my point. That's what it means to say it. Kenny said, "Nice big coin purse is arriving from Amazon tomorrow." Nice one. Nice one. I hope you used my links, and then I get a bit of affiliate money for that. I appreciate it if you did, because it all helps me out. Johnson, what's in the car? Seats and the steering wheel. Yes. Oh, God. Yeah. I've still got some of the, I don't know if you've seen the shorts videos I've been doing on the self-defense stuff. I've still got a few more of those to do. Oh, yeah. There's some great things you can carry that are, yeah, I think very interesting. Kenny, which one did you watch? Did you? Because I've done one called Women's Self-Defense video recently, which that also has a lot of information for anyone to carry it. It's just there's a couple of items there that are more suited to women, but I think pretty much everything on there a bloke could carry as well. Kenny said, "I'll make sure I go via your link, Mike. I have a few more planned." Says, "Thank you, mate. Appreciate that." Yeah, it don't add nothing to your stuff. It just, what it does, I get a little bit of commission for sending you there, essentially. Kenny said it was the 10 EDC. Kenny, go and watch the women's one. So, what it was, I got asked to do a video for women's self-defense items, right? Go and watch that one, because I've put some fucking really good stuff on that. Some new stuff that's not in that top 10 one. I've come up with some really good ideas for that. So you might, That's a really interesting one. Ignore that it says women's self-defense. Really, that's who it was aimed for. But pretty much every item on there a bloke could carry. Some of it just involves having longer hair. Do you know what I mean? But there's some really good stuff on there that you might not have thought of. Ken said, will do, Mike. I'll watch that after I come off here. Yeah, that's probably one of the best ones I've done for the amount of stuff I've got on the video. There's loads of stuff on there. Loads of really good stuff as well. Couple of new items that I'd only come across recently. Yeah, I'm glad the self-defense videos are getting new people coming over here. They can be a bit hit and miss about because YouTube are really shit about sharing my videos. Like some of them I'll put on there and they'll go mad. Like my most popular self-defense video has got 250,000 views. But I actually think this woman's self-defense one's probably better than that, especially for the stuff on it. Yeah. Well, that's just what YouTube are like. They send some of my videos out. Some of them, I think most of my videos that get shared are getting shared other places. Because I noticed that one gets shared a hell of a lot on WhatsApp. People are sharing it about WhatsApp, which is great. You know. But yeah, I've been doing a series. If you look on my, so I'll definitely recommend the woman self-defense video because there's loads of stuff on there that anyone can carry. If you also go onto my shorts videos, I've done a whole series of shorts. There's a playlist for it of a shorts video for each item, and there might be new items on there. Well, there definitely is. The new items. There's actually a playlist of self-defense shorts, and you'll see that they've got the Union Jack in the background. But as I said, I always carry a heavy metal beard comb, either my flick comb, force multiplier, or my Baker Magnum Bally comb. Seriously heavy, sturdy metal comb. Yeah, they'd work. They'd work. Exactly. Yeah. The fucking balance on things. They've got a lot of weight in them, haven't they? Yeah. So who fancies a chat tomorrow night, late night chat? If I have a drink tomorrow, I might have a chat. Maybe I'll come on tomorrow night and stay sober, but do a late night chat anyway. And I know half the time I don't, but maybe I will. Might have a drink tomorrow anyway. We'll see how I feel. I don't feel like I shouldn't drink, if that makes sense. Sometimes I feel like I've been drinking too much and I shouldn't. Kenny said I'll be up for it. Nice one, mate. Drop said, don't set us up for disappointment. I'll be on tomorrow night anyway. You'll know during the stream whether I'll do a late night one or not. But I may have a drink tomorrow anyway. We'll see tomorrow, Persia. Not Persia, dropped. I didn't do too bad last weekend. I didn't drink too much. I don't think. I've just dropped the tip of this fucking bolt. Yeah, Kenny, definitely check out that woman's self-defense video because all of the stuff on there blokes can carry anyway. And there's some really good stuff on there that I've only just come up with. Jonathan, no worries. You know we're there. Nice one, mate. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I'll have a drink. I don't know. There's also money issues. I don't have a lot of money because I had to spend 20 quid today on them wrist guards. I may not be able to afford to get drunk tomorrow, to be honest. Because to get properly drunk, I need to fucking end up spending about 15 quid. At least. So, I don't know. Maybe I won't bother, just save some money. Who knows? You're on the old, what do you drink? Dropped a Heineken's then? Is it Heineken's? Can't remember now. Drop said, Kenny, go to Mike's videos and scroll to the bottom to see Mike getting a shot. Forgot about that. I forget that's a clip. Who've done that? Was it Peach? Yes. There you go. If you want to laugh, Kenny, go and see that. Not many people I'd let get away with that kind of shit. But seeing as it was Persia, the hand of the king. Tactical, looks like it's the vertical king. It certainly is. How you doing, Tactical? You right? So I read my note from Ollie. Pleasure said yes, it was entirely Peter's fault. Well. You've been out and about, Tactical. Bit fucking liking it. These are the bolts that you have to shoot in the Sobek, but I think you could easily adjust them. Easily adjust these ones. Fucking hands up. To shoot like that. Fucking hell, come on. Kenny said, great to meet you, Mike, and I'm glad I found the channel. I'll have to watch the Women's EDC video now, mate. Take care, Kenny. And there's links all in the description if you need them to pretty much all of the stuff. And if there ain't, just send me a message and I'll like put a comment on. Say, Mike, have you got the link for this product? And I'll link it. Take care, mate. Cheers for joining, Kenny. Appreciate it, mate. See you later. Does sits and waits for guilt abuse from the king. I need to know if you've been out and about yet, though. Dropped said, green bottles. I'm not making the effort to spell that shit right now. You're streaming on a speaker and there's an argument about washing clothes in the background. Fuck's sake. Oh, Christ. But said, I finally finished for the day. I'm taking the chance that 20% chance of rain will work out for me and my washing won't be dripping tomorrow. Good luck, my queen. Kenny said, top man will do. I'm looking forward to them crossbows. I hope I don't have the same issue Cookie did and have to wait. I'm not waiting fucking 3 months, mate. I ain't waiting 3 months. If I don't get it within 2 weeks, I'm fucking cancelling it, getting my money back and buying it somewhere else. Otherwise, you know what I'll do? Do you know what? You know, there's that thing about buying too much online and then like companies who sell weapons sending the police around your house. If that ever happens, if that ever fucking happens, I'll spend the rest of my life or the rest of my YouTube career making videos, making sure that that company never gets anyone going there buying shit ever again. Because what I'll do, I'll either have an outro to every video doing it, or I'll just constantly put videos on saying, don't buy from that company, they'll send the police around your house, blah, 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 blah. And I'll make them lose so much money that I wish they never fucking did it. Because I haven't committed a crime, so I don't think they will do that, but that's the thing. They reckon if you buy too much like stuff, they're supposed to contact the police. Well, I haven't committed a crime. Drop said, best bet is to forget you ordered something, so when it shows up, it's like Christmas. Yes. Yes, my king, I've been out gilfing. It's like lamping. But you have to get them started, Bud Light. You like blind them, kick their Zimmer frame out from under their fucking arms. And they're sort of hovering there. They don't know what to do because the Zimmer frame's gone. And then he swoops in then to the rescue. Caught them. Metallica said, that's the reason you polish your heads out to blind the biddies. I can just imagine him like hovering there. He's kicked the Zimmer frame out. Comes to the rescue. I bet he takes a stick with him as well, and he hooks that fucking Zimmer frame out. Where's my phone? Let's see if I gained any subscribers tonight. I was on something 64, I think. Okay. Yeah. I was on 47,864. I'm on 47,872. I'm doing really well for subscribers at the minute. I'm doing about 600 a month, that's decent. That's more than I used to do. Let's see how much money I earn tonight. So I'm on for money. This is how much I've earned this month. Right. Let's see how much I'm earning a day. So I'll put that in, and then later we'll see how much I earn a day. Abhinada Music, how are you? Do I have kids? No. Well, they are the safest people. Drop said, carries a desk lamp like a pirate as a parrot, yes. So I said, if me and my car survive till next summer, 50k road trip should be on. I think so. It should be, shouldn't it? It should be at that rate. That's just my 4 kids to get a built-in torch. Oh, God. Oh, God. So it's funny that when you're younger that you tend to be the one startled when you see them in the light. Oh, old people, yes. Yes. I imagine a lot of people see Tactical and absolutely terrified. He goes on about gilfs. He's only like 2 years out, younger than them anyway. I went to the doctor today, Tactical. My hands might be fucked. Yeah, I don't know. You've probably seen it on Discord, haven't you? I have bought 2 carpal tunnel splints, though. Penny says she's a gilf. There you go. Metallic's a gilf. I forget that I'm old enough to be a fucking granddad. Yeah. Wanker's cramp of the night. I told you, if that was Wanker's cramp, well, maybe it is. Maybe just 30. How old am I? Maybe just 30 years Wanker's caught up on me, finally. Johnson, ever thought of making a road trip video like with scenery and music? Yeah. What just scenery and music? Have you not watched my road trip videos? They've got scenery and music in. That just proves the Drop don't watch my videos. That's disappoint me, Drop. That just proves you don't fucking watch them. Just that makes me a motherfucker. Yes, there you go. We do scenery and music, don't we, my queen? Project said I'm going to be a granddad again. Just found out on Tuesday. Nice one. Congratulations, Project. I still ain't got a congratulations clip, so you can have this. I still ain't got nothing.
Is it worth it? Oh, yeah, it's worth it. If you're strong enough.
For Johnson, I haven't seen your in-car videos because I'm at work most times. That's the biggest cop-out I've ever heard. That's like me saying, "Oh, I didn't watch your videos because I was asleep at the time." Watch them when you're awake. The said, "You want a scenery, John? What's the Wales trips?" No, but the actual the non-live streamy ones, yeah, some of them, yeah, the Wales trip that's got waterfalls and stuff like that. Yeah. Congratulations, Persia. Penny said, technically, Persia, you're a gilf too, yeah. Well, yeah, same thing, isn't it? Instead of a granny, it's a granddad. So there, just live streams dropped Nertskis. I know he's massively copped out there. I've lost some respect in the drop there for that. I haven't really dropped. I love you still. No fucking excuse. I want my crossbows tomorrow. I hope my Sobek comes tomorrow. Tactical said if you'd have visited me, it would have been war sports. That's right. You dirty bastard. Oh, Christ. It's because he lives near water. Berger said, yeah, just try and kick my war stick out, Tactical. Johnson, I don't think I can take this abuse much longer. You fucking bought it on yourself. If anyone bought the abuse on themselves, it was you tonight. With the I haven't seen your requesting something I've done loads of times and claiming you couldn't watch it because you was at work. If that deserves the abuse. You're getting it worse than Tactical now for that. Neither of those were good enough excuses ever. Now, if you'd said you was blind, I might have accepted it. There's no other reason. Tactical said, I can see the sea from my window. I know, I was just trying not to dox you. He can see water out of his window. It's a tap. So I said, literally wasn't what I asked, but carry on. You fucking did. Look, I'm going to scroll back up to prove it now. he fucking said, ever thought of making a road trip video like with scenery and music? And the answer was yes. And I said, you couldn't have seen them. It means you don't watch my videos. But no, yeah, I have thought of that because I've done it loads of times. And you know that. Tactim said, my first night out tonight without my walking stick. Fucking liar. He had a walking stick. He just admitted he was kicking Zimmer frames out from old, or pulling Zimmer frames out from old women with his stick. No, that means your foot or ankle's better than, is it, tactical? But, no, but dropped, yeah. No, if you mean just solely scenery and music, no, I haven't done that. But occasionally, some of the road trips, they involve, what I do is I'll do a bit of scenery with music, and then there'll be like me on camera talking, me and Metallic, and then it'll go back to scenery. You know, when we went to the waterfalls, that was lovely. Yeah, there's waterfalls, and yeah, but not just scenery and music. You sick to death of me talking or something? My fucking nose hurts today. The title said, dropped, goes through the entire WC back catalogue and comments on every video just to prove the point. Well, there ain't that many road trip ones, so it's possible he could do it. Penny said, Metallic, we are going antler hunting. The buck here has a new set. Oh, nice. Penny said he would, Metallic. Drop said, I even commented on your video about the music making a difference. I've watched all of the videos, just not the live stats. I'm kidding with you, mate. I know you do watch them. I'm taking a piss. Love your drop, by the way. Tactical said, oh, look at me. I'm the host. Let's pick on the poor cripple who's been out for a few times. Unsubscribe. Thank God there's only 13 people watching. It's probably all regulars. I might have lost a load of subscribers then. Take no notice of anyone you see on here called Tackleberry. That's a fake name. His name is Tactical Pirate. He hides on here with a fake name and a fake picture, and I'm not having it. It's actually all exciting stuff, Penny. If you find a long single one, I'll make you a ball end so you can make a nice fishing priest. Yeah. The drop said had to make sure the boots worked out. Well, yeah, I still love them boots. They on that waterfall walk, my feet didn't get wet once. It was amazing. Penny said, make one for yourself, gorgeous. You want to be able to mail things. You won't be able to mail things here much longer. Drop said, we all know his name is Wilmer. Tactical said, yeah, but your anti-drive-fly loves it. Tat said, even a resin ball. Let's see if my money's coming yet, just out of curiosity. I'm curious to see how much I'm earning a day at the minute. No, it hasn't happened yet. I want to be able to say I'm going in the shed making things, but I can't. I don't know. It's a toss-up. Once I've been to the doctor and found out, like, again, and found out properly what the risks are, I might start making stuff again. It's just not as much. I might just make one thing at most a week, or maybe something every couple of weeks or something, so my hands aren't fucked. What I'll have to start doing maybe is doing a few hours a day and then leaving it a week. Because what I tend to do is I was getting to the stage where I was spending 12 hours a day in the shed. And that's constant, like, quite aggressive handwork. Because I do have a habit of, like, really fucking, like, go mad with my hands. That was when my sister had the operation for carpal tunnel. Didn't really have, well, they ain't definite it's carpal tunnel yet. But yeah, it's weird. I don't know. I might give it. If they say have the operation, I might do. It's a weird thing with the carpal tunnel syndrome because it's like 50-50, isn't it? Like, you'd be surprised how many people say it didn't do fuck all. But then obviously it does work. If it didn't work, they wouldn't do it, would they? Jock said we have very different notions of what a resin ball is. Penny said, I just mean every US citizen living abroad are having a hard time mailing things to the US. So I said, did Penny show you the pictures of my gear stick dropped? Tactical said, my sister had the op for carpal tunnel machine. Don't really have... Yeah, I'll find out what it is yet. But she said, put the splinter. It might help with your hands anyway. But yeah. So I said, didn't see the finished product, but I'm about to. But I just said, because you knock them out in the shed. Yes, I do actually have that clip.
I could knock him out in the shed.
Exactly. Alex said, I can make you one and wait to have changed government, Penny. Yeah, that's a good idea. But yeah, we'll see what happens. My fucking wrist, though, when I do that, you can actually feel it like crunching. She said it's one of three things. It could be arthritis because I'm getting them lumps on my joints. Could be damaged tendons, and they've now got like nodules on the tendons. And that's why when you go like that, it like gets stuck and then clicks. Or it could be carpal tunnel. They're going to do x-rays and blood tests just in case as well. Dad said, thank your lucky stars. It isn't vibration white finger. Your walk would get very just. And my brother's got that. His hands are constantly killing him. The drop said, hell yeah, metallic. That came out amazingly. Have you had a go of it yet? Yeah, she's had a little drive about with her new gear stick. Yeah. But tactical, I do appreciate the tips on that. Yeah. I'm going to have a good thing. If I'm offered the operation for it, I'm going to have a good think about it. She did say if it is the tendons, I could have injections in them. She said if it's lumps on the tendons, can they shave them off? I don't think so. But she said I could have injections. She like pointed here and said you could have injections in them. And like pointed there. Touch me there. I don't know. So jokes aside, I hope it sorts itself out. Thank you, man. Yeah, it's quite depressing, really, because I'm tempted to stop making things. Because if it's something that ain't going to get better, there's no fucking way I'm fucking my hands up. And when I'm 50, my hands are completely fucked. No fucking way. I'd rather stop making things. And I still have my hands when I'm old. Because, you know. But yeah, we'll have to see. The tat said, cheers, drop. Yes, installed and I love it. I no longer have to contort myself to change gear and it feels amazing in the hand. So smooth and shiny, but it's going to be bloody cold to touch in winter. I didn't think about that. Penny said, I'll touch you there. But yeah, we'll see what happens. But the thing is, the annoying thing is I literally haven't done a fucking thing manually with my hands and they're still killing me. So rest ain't going to make them better. Rest hasn't done a single fucking thing. Jock said, just make sure you can still give the finger. Try using it daily. Don't worry, I'll still use my hands. It's not like I'm not going to be using my hands because you use your hands anyway. You always use your hands anyway. That's the thing with your hands. You're like constantly using them anyway, so you can't really like rest them properly. But just fucked up. I was flushing the toilet. I'm going to tell you the whole story because why not, right? I got up early this morning to go to the doctor's. The first thing my mum said to me was, someone's blocked the toilet. I look in the toilet and there's a giant shit in there, about that long, just curled up the back and sticking out the water nearly, that will not flush, no matter what you do. I flushed it about fucking 6 times. Nothing. I had to get a stick and chop this shit up into about 4 bits. Still wouldn't flush. It was like it had metal in it or something. It was so heavy. I think I had to shit on top of it in the end, and then mine took it away. But anyway, the whole entire time this was doing, I was flushed the toilet about 6 times. By the time I finished that, all my forearm was hurting. Because that's even just pressing a button makes my forearms hurt. Josh said, just make sure you can still get a finger. I'll take a cold gear stick over back strain any day. That's it. It's strain all the way up my arm from wrist and belt. The doctor says, sounds like you need a shit knife. I can't have a shit knife in there. That's just encouraging it. I'd rather get a stick and then chuck the stick behind the shed. So, like, Monty doesn't bring it in the house or something. But yeah, I just thought I'd tell you that. No, I refuse to have a shit knife. I'm not having a shit knife in my house. If said, don't you have a turd knife? The shame. I absolutely refused. I could make a turd knife. I absolutely refuse to have a turd knife in my house. No. Because some fucker will end up putting a fucking spread and fucking butter on their fucking, you know, on their sandwich one day. The height means the stick moves further, but I feel a bit more, so I feel like a truck driver. Nice. Doctor said, I've got tennis elbow at the minute. I can't even lift a cup of water. Fuck's sake, Jack. Yeah. Jack of the damn Vader, mate. He said, who was the Phantom Logler? Well, we all reckon it's my brother-in-law, but he always denies it. But it's got to be him. It's got to be him. It's my brother-in-law. He is the Phantom Logler. So, Jack, how you doing, mate? My hands are fucked. I've got something wrong with them. I don't know if you've seen the video. Did you watch the women's self-defense video? There's at least one item inspired by you, mate. Drop said, plunger, scrubber, and a knife. Let strangers know how hard you are. I ain't having a turd knife. No way. I'm not doing it. Not having a turd knife in the house. That said, how's Jay getting on with his braces, right? He hadn't mentioned them. Yeah, I think he only wears them at night now because I'm not seeing him with them on. But then you can't see him anyway, can you? But no, as far as I'm aware, I don't know. Pojo said, is that in case you need to fight the ladies away with a shitty stick? Yes. I've got a couple of shitty sticks behind the shed if I need them. You may have to remind me in a different messenger thing, my queen, and I'll ask him. There's all those knives in your house and you can't spare one. Told you, I'm not having a shit knife. You know, where would I keep said shit knife? And I'm also not getting a knife wiping shit off of it. The thing with that stick, you see, you can let it drip a bit and then just take it out and stick it behind the shed. And don't have to worry about it. You and your shit knives, you dirty fuckers. My mum even said you need a shit knife. Not doing it. Unless I made a shit knife. I could make a shit knife out of a, what do you call it? A weed slasher. Jack said he's gone from pissy fingers to stiff logs. Jack said, I saw you talking about your hands last week. That's shit, mate. I feel fun. It's quite depressing, Jack, because I am contemplating now stopping making things. Because I don't want my hands to be fucking ruined by the time I'm like fucking 55. You know what I mean? Or even 50. It's only 5 years away. They might be fucking ruined by then if I keep. I don't know. It ain't the end of the world yet. I've still got options at the minute, but I don't know. I have genuinely contemplated stopping making things because it ain't getting. I haven't done anything for a month and it's no better. Like nothing, not even slightly better. Time for the next video, how to weaponize a bog brush. That's the other thing my mum said, why don't you just mash it out of a bog brush? I said, if I'm mashing it out of a bog brush and there's shit all mashed in that bog brush, that's going in the bin. I'm not cleaning it. I'm not cleaning a bog brush. Remember, this shit wouldn't flush. It was very fucking it wouldn't break up even. It was very heavy. You imagine that? It'd be like fucking clay rammed into the brush. I'm not cleaning that shit off. Wing Guardian Lavosia, how are you? It said those in the back look amazing. I can't read the rest. Oh, yeah, I'm not going to read the rest. Metallic said, hang it on the wall in the bathroom with plaque saying, this is the shit knife. Use me when you know you should. Mike is king of the knuckle dusters, not the king of the shit chopping. I'll be honest with you, because that's the thing. It always comes down to me to do it. So yeah, it would be quite good to have a fucking turd knife up there. But you know what would happen? No one would use it, and it'd be my turd knife, even though I don't block the bog. Drop said break glass instead of shit stool. Yeah, stool, solid stool. Fucking hell. Yeah, metallic. That's true. Jack said break the turd up with the bottom of an air freshener tin. Oh well, yes. Yeah, I got a stick and I just broke it back with a stick in 4 places, and that still wouldn't go. You know. Yeah, I think I just had to lay mine on top of it and took it with it. Nothing better than a nice bit of shit talk in the evening. It's a bonding session. Oh God. But as I said, because when you are drunk, when you are too drunk to say because when you are drunk to say I ain't afraid of shit, fucking hell's hard work, when you're too drunk. Metallic said your downstairs toilet is crap at flushing bog roll. I can see how it's defeated by a turd. Drop said obvious answer is to open a window and throw it out. I don't think my hands would have even been able to take the size of that turd. It was so big. These are like arse ripping shits. I don't know how they come out of someone. I had an arse ripper on what do you call it? I had an arse ripper the day after I got pissed because what it is, when I get pissed Saturday, Sunday. Sometimes I barely get out of bed and I don't take a shit that day. So Monday, this shit's so painful. Feels like my arsehole was going to rip. Yeah, just make sure you clean the tin afterwards, yes. Did he have to stand up to get off? Well, you'd think so. You would think so. Penny, do you want me to look at that message now? That's further proof you've never had kids. Why? What do you mean? What have I said now? Oh, nice. Yeah, they could. Yeah, they might help. Yeah, I'd be interested in getting them, Penny. Yeah, yeah. They may well work great. I don't know if you sent any other message there, Penny. Hang on. It was some. Hang on. If I can get them up on here without showing anything. Oh, yeah, that would have. Let's be careful with Amazon. It shows your fucking postcode. Hang on, I can't see what I'm doing. Give me a second. Oh, back. Arthritis gloves. I think Jack said that could be a new line for you shit choppers. I could make shit choppers. Oh, it's gonna fucking not focus now. I could probably make shit choppers out of weed slashers. Yeah, I probably could. Fucking shit choppers. I just refuse to do it because the thing is, this is what people need to realise, right? I don't have a turd knife. It would be my knife because no fucker would use it. If I made a knife to chop up turds, it wouldn't be the bastard who leaves the shits in the toilet doing it. What they do, they leave a massive shit in the toilet and they fuck off to work. And then the next person who uses the bog either leaves it and then waits for me to come down. But Alex said, it's not a weapon, officer. I carry my shit chopper in case I have to use a public toilet. Yeah, public toilet after Jay's been in there. He's the only fucker who's always complaining about fucking constipation. So he's the only person I know who would lay a turd that big. Drops a squinty eye, King of the Knuckle Dusters, Lord of the Shed, Car of Death. That is me. That is me, down to a T, yes. Yeah. Squinty Mike. Ah, okay. I haven't been accused of being stoned for a while. Check Discord. Jack, while you're on, did you want to try and join in the Halloween special this year? If you can't, or there's no sort of way to do it, but I just thought I'd ask, because I know sometimes you will if you can. What size? I'm a large, I think, Penny. Yeah, I think gloves, I'm a large. Yeah. Fucking hell. Leg work for it. Large. I'm a large, Penny. Fucking gonna write it. I've got 2 mouses going. Nightmare. Yeah, if I can scrape enough money together tomorrow, I might have a drink. Fuck it. Or not. Because it can't smother the water. It needs to breathe. Dick. Oh, God. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. Rest my hands. I'm tempted to try and make something just to see, but I know the fact that if even flushing the fucking bog makes my hands hurt, making something's definitely going to hurt. But she did say just rest them for now, so I'll leave it for a bit. It's quite depressing and annoying. But I don't know whether it's just that I've instantly thought, fuck it, I might just have to stop doing things like that. Fucking nightmare. I don't know. I'll find some way around it. Or some way of doing it with less stress on your hands. It's not a wart, it's calluses from punching flackers, yes. Yes, I must remember that, yes. Tactical, you fucker. Now the one is fun. I thought she was going to ask me what my tattoo meant at one point. It was quite an amusing, let's call it, appointment. Person, what about paper templates for leather work? Still constructive, but easy to cut. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Carl, I say, dear mate, you're right. Thank you for joining in the Halloween video, mate. I do appreciate that. Yeah, I'll read yours out and I'll show the pictures at the appropriate time, and I might even do a bit of footage of car driving down the road at night or something to get people in the sort of the mood. But yeah, I ain't gonna be on for much longer. I will be on late tomorrow night though. That's not what. That's a what. Ripped out his tadger. The chap said, that's what I was thinking. Do your paperwork for things you want to make. Oh, yeah, I get you. Yeah. Yeah, drawing's all right. Maybe I could draw up some nice knives I want to make. Tactical said, not Tactical, Jack said, I'm totally out of the video making game now, Mike. I've lost it. It was a moment in time when I was doing it, I think. Yeah, no, I thought I'd ask though, mate, because I know sometimes if it's the right sort of time or whatever, you know, you're up for it. But you know, I always enjoyed your stuff. It was good stuff, and it's there. You know, I've got a couple of your things on one of the Halloween videos. It's always there for, you know, for the history. You know. John said, keep using your hands, but wouldn't be a strain. Exactly. Penny said, 2 pair delivered sometime. Oh, Penny, you were excellent. Thank you, Penny. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah. I really do appreciate that, Penny. I look forward to that. Carla said, okay, pal, just got back from boxing match. My son has just won the Yorkshire title. Oh, fucking hell, nice. Congratulations, mate. Congratulations. Yeah, thank you, Penny. Yeah, that's awesome. That's great. Fucking great. Yeah, I said never say never. Though. No, I know. Yeah. That's Nelly, by the way. I was thinking about her the other day. I don't know why. It popped into my head. The other day. I've got two fucking mouses and it's confusing me. Where are we? I'm overwhelmed by Penny's generosity. I mean, I do, Penny, I really do appreciate you. Fucking, you know, you've done some wonderful things for me. And things like that, especially when you're in pain, means a fucking lot. Because often I have fuck all, so I can't afford to buy these things myself. So I really do appreciate it. John said, never say can't, say cunt. You'll feel better. I have a little skit in my head about the word cunt. I'll do it one day in something. I can't. It's a little jokey scene that I want to include in something of two parents in a room with their kid, and something's happening, and one of them says something like, I can't remember it fully now. I'll try to say it out, but one of them says something like, oh, I can't do that. And the other one says, we don't say can't in this house. And the kid goes, I thought you said we're not allowed to say cunt. Something like that. But the scene plays out a lot funnier in my head. And it'll be shocking because it's a little kid saying cunt. You know what I mean?
What we have here is a failure to communicate.
Piss off, my queen. I thought it was funny. Picture the whole scene in your head. I think it'd be quite funny. Jack said, Nelly's here at my side of me, splayed on the bed. She's okay. Oh, nice one, Jack. That's good. Ben, how you doing, mate? You all right? And he said, I've got a great idea for you while you're on the mend. Why not try to mastermind the most lethal pistol crossbow bolt you can invent? And hold on to the file for later when your hands are back up. That's a good idea. I like that. Yes. Penny said, I hate to see people having pain. Yeah. Thank you, Penny. Carla said, I like the word cunt. It just runs off the tongue. Well, I think it's good if you use it if you use it too much, it loses all its potency. That's like why a child saying it in that situation, it shocks you. Because, you know, I think people use it too much and then it loses its power. I like a surprise single cunt every now and then. If you say it too often, it don't work anymore. It just becomes another word. Spacey, good night, mate. See you tomorrow. Saturday shit stream tonight. I ain't got no clips to play you. This one goes out to Tactical. You're going to take me ages to find it, though. Christ. This one goes out to Tactical.
What, are you retarded?
Ben heard me either learn different words and appreciate curses when you can say them. Yes. But yeah, I think CUNT can be massively overused and then it loses all of its surprise and, you know, and power. It should be used sparingly. Penny's a suck a dick, y'all. He's a shitbag, ain't he? I'm going to get him. Tactical, you better come on tomorrow night drunk just so we can abuse you. John said, I have a skit I want to do. It's a scene from Super Troopers when they put over the Germans, but instead of the song playing, it's Mike in the background in the back seat saying water bottle over and over. And what was no T's in it? Water bottle. For fuck's sake. Try Pilates. Yeah, maybe. I have started doing my workouts every day again, apart from today because I had to get up and get on. Fucking taxi driver fucking turned up early, so I was rushing around like fuck. Because also, I had to spend 10 minutes breaking a shit's back. Or break some fucker's back. Alpha Tactical. Nice. I will be off soon, by the way. Yeah, I'll definitely be on tomorrow. I might do a late night one tomorrow. The water in Mallorca don't taste like water. Yeah. There's no fucking teas in bottle of water. The weirdest one is when you hear an American drop their teas. That's really fucking like confuses your brain. Oh, thank you, Kenny. You're bloody legend, mate. I appreciate that. Kenny, I really do appreciate that. Things like that really do make a difference to the channel as well. So thank you, mate. I really do appreciate that. All right, Kenny, this one goes up to you, mate. It's people like you that make this true.
That's the funnest place to be.
Thank you, mate. Metallic said Americans getting double notifications now. Oh, yeah. It's always good to follow the thing, Kenny, as well. Americans add and switch T's for D's. But yeah, occasionally you hear an American drop a T. It sounds really weird. Jack said, okay, Mike, try to pop in the chat a bit more. Catch like, yeah, definitely, Jack. It's always lovely talking to you, mate. And I know you'd always have a lot of things to input, especially in certain topics. I mean, you're a good laugh as well, so yeah, I'll be off in a few minutes. Take care, mate. It's always lovely to talk to you. Carla said, I probably won't be on tomorrow. I'm up early. My son's boxing again Sunday, but we'll catch up. Yeah, definitely, mate. Definitely. I'm going to call the giveaway tomorrow night. Metallic said, if Kenny's in the UK, he's got himself some entries. Yes. I'll put him 10 entries on. Thank you. Yeah, I think he is. Yeah, Kenny, I'll give you 10 entries to the giveaway for that, mate. Forget about that. Everyone's donating at the minute. Everyone who's donating at the minute is getting entries in the giveaway, whether they like it or not. There you go. Too bad. Penny said, now about those glasses. Ask our queen. I was wearing my glasses last night. Now, I don't really need them on the computer. I've stopped getting headaches on the computer now for some reason. I haven't had a headache looking at the computer for ages, but I've got a bigger screen. Maybe that's why. But no, Metallic, have I been using my glasses? Yeah, he wears them for storytelling. No, I do wear them for reading because that's what I need them. Yeah, my eyes, I don't tend to have headaches on the computers at the minute. As I said, I've now got like a fucking probably 32-inch screen monitor. Yeah, but no, Penny, I do wear my glasses. Well, I don't need to wear mine out because I only really need to wear them when I'm reading. Because I can see, normally. I can't read writing. Yeah, I know you're teasing me, Penny. But I do want to prove I do wear them. Yeah. Oh, when I'm a scientist. Yeah, I wear them when I'm a scientist as well. Yes. Look at that sexy king. I'll put the wig on in a minute. That'll satisfy everyone. Job said, not what I meant, but I see how you could have misconstrued. Yes. Yeah. I wear them out. Or you wear them out. So what, you wear them, they get worn out. Is that what you mean? Apparently, there's been quite a few misunderstandings between us tonight, Dropped. I think there's a lack of. I think there's a fucking hell. I don't know. There's some. Hang on. Where's the fucking clip?
What we have here is a failure to communicate.
Did me and you, Matat, just click that at the same time? Not the sexy mermaid. Penny, you're not supposed to know about that picture. I'm joking. No, you know. Matat said, yeah. Drop said one leg is being held on by wraps in welding wire. Fucking hell. Nah, I'm joking, Penny. I'm pretty sure I allowed Metallic to show you lot that picture. Metallic said, I think you should wear the green wig more. The green wig or the blue wig? The blue wig's the mermaid one. The green one's just mental. You've probably got a picture of that. I wonder if you can search, can't you? It uses AI to find things. Nah. What am I watching tonight? I don't know. I might go to bed, Penny, to be honest. I was thinking about watching something, but I might just go to bed. I am quite tired. It's been a weird day today. I had a nap for about an hour and a half earlier. That whole entire nap, I was having weird nightmares the whole entire fucking, yeah. Green one. You look like grot bags, yes. Get our grot bags. Drop said, never took you as a brony, but the butt plug with the horse down makes more sense. Shut it, you. Fuck's sake. I was forced into taking that picture. Don't believe anything she says. I'm a good actor. I can look happy at any point. Oh, Christ. I was crying inside and dying, really. But no, I had to keep a happy looking face. It was my birthday. That was my birthday. She took that picture. Grot bags. Didn't she die recently, the actress who did grot bags? Right, we'll be going off in a minute because it's later than. Matthias said, not talking about a picture of a tailed butt plug, by the way. Yeah, there isn't no picture of butt plugs with tails or butt plugs at all. Yeah, I might fuck off to bed. I don't know, quite tired. I'm a bit clearing up. Not this time. Right, let's call it a night, shall we? I don't think I did get the pension you had me at butt plug. I don't think the money's come through yet, so I can't see how much I've earned tonight. I was just curious. Blue and green wig, one bastard is spoiling us. Oh, Christ. Nah. It's weird. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes your money, you get paid for that day just after 12 o'clock. Sometimes you don't get paid till 6 o'clock in the morning. It's bizarre. Yeah, take care, Carlos. I'm off now, everyone. Thank you for watching. Penny said, I hope you sleep well, handsome. Thank you, Penny. I do appreciate that. I've written down when I took some painkillers, and I think I could take some more now. 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. So if I go to bed at 1, I've got to clear up anyway. I could take some more painkillers, and then hopefully I'll sleep all right. And then I'll see you all tomorrow night. So I'd go then. See you on the morrow. Get some sleep. Night all. Good luck out there. Thank you, mate. Yeah. Love you, Penny. Love you, Drops. Love you, everyone. Love you, my queen. Love you, Persia. Love you, Tactical. Love you, Carlos. Love everyone who's on. Love you all. But yeah, fuck all. I do appreciate you all, by the way. I'll see you all tomorrow. It's been a nice stream. I'll probably do a standard horizontal one tomorrow. Yeah. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you, Penny. I appreciate that. I'll look into that in a minute. Yeah. And thank you for getting me them gloves, Penny. I do appreciate that. I'll see you all tomorrow night, about 9:30. Yeah, I'll probably be having a drink. All right. Goodbye. See you tomorrow. Thank you, everyone. It's been nice. See you later.